Lost in the dark. It's not a good day to be a bad guy.
What's up, man?
Welcome back, my friends. Welcome back, Crip Crew. Welcome back to Lost in the Dark podcast. Here we are. I know it's like shit's been crazy. This episode is about a month late. To full disclosure, this is our 4-year anniversary episode. We've officially graduated high school, everyone. We are back finally with our giant 4-year special. This is a really fun one. We get into all kinds of shit. We even went on Instagram live in the middle of the episode. Now, we did have some technical difficulties at the end of the show, which forced us to have to make put a cap on it at the end. So there's a little bit of a time jump there in a lot of ways, but this is it. Welcome everyone, Crypt Crew, Lost in the Dark family, to our 4-year anniversary special. This is a huge one for us. We can't believe that we've been doing this shit for this long. But as always, before we get into it, we got some shout outs. And of course, I got some tours to talk about that all of you, everyone seeing this, should be checking out when they come to a town near you. First up, presented by the Legend Recording Agency. Shout out to Keith. We got Fate Destroyed and our homies Living Dead Girl coming on the Exorcism tour. Coming, I think it actually has a date before this one that they more recently announced. I can't remember right now, but it kicks off on April 15th, so just in a few days. About a week or so. Yeah, about 10 days. In Westland, Michigan at the Joy Manor. I will be there. Of course, I've never been to this venue. I'm very excited to check it out. But it goes through Indiana, Kentucky, Florida, South Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio. And it kind of wraps up. Where is this? Yeah, it looks like it wraps up at the in Toledo, Ohio with the Convalescence. So that's fucking awesome. So everybody be sure to check out all things Fate Destroyed and Living Dead Girl and Legend Recording Agency and Convalescence. Of course, we just had Molly on, the lead vocalist of Living Dead Girl. She was amazing, and I cannot fucking wait to see them play live. I'm so excited for this show. And it's honestly, I haven't been to a show in almost a month now. It's going to be my first show back after this little bit of a hiatus from shows, just because nothing's been coming through lately. And if they have, they're all been sold out. But yeah, everybody be sure to check out all things the Exorcism tour, Fate Destroyed and Living Dead Girl. They deserve all your attention. Trust me, they're fantastic. Next up, the other tour that's starting. Oh shit, is that the same day? It's starting the same day, just obviously not in Michigan. The Welcome to Chaos tour featuring Matriarchs, headlining To Us Below, but of course our brothers War from Raleigh, North Carolina are going to be there. And this one kicks off on April 15th down there in Florida. They got 3 Florida dates. They go up to South Carolina, DC, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio. They come up here to Chesterfield, Michigan at the Diesel Concert Lounge on April 24th. Then Fort Wayne, Indiana, Tennessee, Texas, and back to Florida. So everybody be sure to check out all things War, To Us Below, Matrix, fucking the Welcome to Chaos tour and the Exorcism tour, coming to hopefully a city near you very, very soon. And this being a giant anniversary special, I don't want to take up too much time at the top here. So, but I, as always, have to shout out our Michigan family from the Michigan UFO Sightings and Paranormal Encounters podcast. Of course, you heard them at the top. They do that amazing read for us. And as always, coming to you from the glacial dumping grounds known as the Michigan Basin, Wayne and Michelle are a Michigan-based husband and wife educator and podcasting duo that examine UFOs and other paranormal topics within Michigan and beyond. Topics include UFOs, the paranormal, conspiracy theories, ghosts, alternative history, the Michigan Dogman, Bigfoot, cryptids, and all things strange, and paranormal. Wayne and Michelle are two of my favorite people that I've ever met through doing this podcast. Their podcast for me is a gift that keeps giving, because every time I hear an episode with someone that I hadn't heard of before, I end up going down the rabbit hole, and it's just more and more and more every single week. I love it. So everybody be sure to check out all things Michigan UFO sightings and paranormal encounters podcast, hosted by Wayne and Michelle. It's a great one. And if you're into anything woo, strange, or paranormal, you're going to love this podcast. Trust me. But without further ado, everyone, that's going to do it for the shout outs. Everybody be sure to check out everything I just said out. Also, just throwing this in there, Dipping Milk and Cookies podcast. I'm not going to do the full read, but Dipping Milk and Cookies podcast, be sure to check that one out as well. Hosted by Garrett, the Cookie Commander Smith, and Mike, the Master Milker Segovia. Two best friends that try to figure out this thing we call life. So, and of course, Garrett is the guitarist for Reflection of Flesh. Great band. So everybody be sure to check out all that stuff. But without further ado, we're going to get into it right now. Here we are. Without further ado, everyone, Crip Crew cannot thank you enough for taking this journey with us. Here we are, the 4-year anniversary special. Enjoy. Welcome back, Crip Crew!
What up?
We are back. Here it is. The Lost in the Dark a couple weeks later, but the 4-year anniversary episode. The first episodes ever released on Lost in the Dark podcast were, now I can't remember, May 4th and March 4th, or I always get those two fucked up. Yeah. March 4th or March 6th.
I'm pretty sure it was 6th.
Or the 8th.
I think it was the 6th.
Yeah, I think it was the 6th as well.
Sure.
And this is our 4-year anniversary episode, everyone. And our first episodes were released in the first week of March back in 2018. So this is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Shout out Narco Goblicon, John Goblicon.
Always.
If you hear this,
massive influence. Massive influence. But honestly, what is going on here? But honestly, the like part of the thing of it is like one of the first things I wanted to note. One of the first things I wanted to note is that and I talked to you about this. Shut the fuck up, Bert. I'm going in too deep, too quick. Cheers.
Hey,
first of all, to 4 years. Cheers to Aaron. Cheers to Preston. And cheers to all of the Crips crew. We love you all to death. Like, this is all for you. Like, this is as much for us as it is for you. Score! So there it is. We have begun our 4-year anniversary podcast. Now, the first thing I want to mention is how hilarious it is. Like, when I look back, this is basically probably going to be like a look back episode.
Hey,
but when I look back, the like if someone were to, and I'm sure people out there are, I don't know about them, but I'm sure there are people out there teaching classes on how to do a podcast. Why not? It's a lucrative industry, even though we've never seen a dime from it. It is a lucrative industry, an emerging lucrative industry.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Still
like it's emerging. It's still emerging, kind of.
Very much Wild West right now. Like, people are still trying to figure it out,
and that's why we are allowed to exist.
Well, and
we're jumping in and not cashing it at all.
Yeah.
But we're jumping in.
If we knew how to cash into this, we'd have done it by now.
Holy fuck. We just have no idea. Yeah. We do not, literally, we don't know. We're just two guys on a camera and a microphone in a cool little area. Like that's
you
all we
played your
do.
you played your strengths, man.
That's all we do. That's all we do. We make no money off of this at all. We just do it because we love to do it. And
for the what?
for the love
For the
of
what?
metal.
For the love of it, man. That's why we do it.
For the love
Awesome.
of butt metal?
But all things butt metal. Everything but
wait, everything but like, is it butt metal or is it butt metal? Like
yeah, exactly.
Shout out to Steel Panther. Anyway,
we don't know you, but you know. Hey.
No, not at all. But we wish to.
Yeah.
We'd love to have them on one day. That would be, oh my god. Anyway, I'm not even gonna do that. But in any case, we are
Sticks It In You, still the best drum name I have ever heard in my life. Stage name. Anyway, go ahead.
There's no doubt about that. But Sticks It In You. Oh my god, it is. That is literally genius.
Like,
that is literally like.
It's like I'm mad I didn't think of that. Like
fucking brilliant, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the low-hanging fruit that, oh man, so good. But anyway,
yeah,
we are here on our 4-year anniversary. This is gonna be a bit of a look back episode. It's just gonna be us. We're just gonna like get into shit. And you know, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
We're 4 years in. All right. We've graduated. Here's how I put it in my head is we've graduated high school.
Yeah.
We're not done. We have not had a college education yet, but we've at least had a high school one.
Yeah.
And we have gotten farther than I ever thought we would. More people know about the show than I ever thought they would. And it just fucking
we've had guests.
Yeah.
We've had like bands, we've had
like huge. Huge, like to me, like you gotta understand people. Like I'm someone who I don't have. I've never been in any kind of a real band. Shut up. I've never been
debatable.
Shut up. Because we do not, because if that shit gets released, we're canceled. So shut up. I've never been in a real band.
Touche.
But I have done nothing but love them, and at the end of the day, that's part of what the start of when I over 4 years ago when I decided I want to start this shit. It was I just want to have the conversations with my friends that we have in the car while we're driving around smoking weed or sitting in my room smoking weed. And like the weird fucking crazy conversations we get into about heavy metal music, about paranormal topics, about all these different things. I just wanted to capture those conversations specifically with my friends. That was my entire purpose for starting this. Like that was I believe I genuinely remember telling you in the beginning, I don't care if anyone ever hears this except us.
Yeah.
But I just want to put it somewhere where I know it's like basically like at least as until all the electronics get taken out on Earth in a crazy war one day or some crazy shit like that with the aliens. Until that happens, YouTube is basically the Library of Alexandria. Like in a lot of ways, like like it's a documentation of different time periods of people releasing information. Like it's and all of social media can act as that as well. It's a document of a time period of people releasing information, and even more so than the Library of Alexandria because everyone can do it.
Yeah.
Whereas in the Library of Alexandria, only certain people could do it.
Mhm.
So, which to this day is to me one of the worst points in history where that was burned down, because there was information in there that. But anyway, I've been
You know, of
really
course.
into like weird history lately. Sorry, everyone. Sorry,
That's-
everyone. But yeah,
Shit's
like,
fascinating. But
that
yeah.
that's kind of what this was to me, but on such a note of just me and my friends.
Yeah.
That's all it ever was. And then
Well,
then we do it, and then like, and then
Even-
the fucking pandemic had like we did it. We did it for a couple years. Totally nothing. There was never video.
Yeah.
We did not get on video yet. We did it for a couple years. We were releasing audio podcasts on YouTube only, which good luck getting views. Good luck
That
getting
is-
views on that. It's
yeah.
the stupidest thing you could do. But I knew it was a place that it would
Hey,
stay.
You know, yeah.
I knew it would stay there.
Yeah.
And then, and that's all I knew how to do. That's all I knew how to do. I didn't know what else to do. And then
Really I'd say within the last 2 years, like, well,
pandemic.
yeah, because that was like, I remember specifically, you know, you would like be doing an episode or something, and I remember you called me one of these times, like one time, and we had I think we had one of those on there, like just before. We have to go back just before we started doing like the video
I
stuff.
held you up on the phone
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it was
totally
like,
did that. Yes,
it was like
yes,
one of the
yes.
first conversations we had in a while. And then after that, we were talking about, I was like, you know, what if we did the Skype thing? Like, I know there's a way to record on.
Oh my
Skype
God,
or
I
Zoom
forgot
or
about
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
I forgot we actually talked about that on an audio episode.
I don't know. I could be wrong about that.
No. I think you're 100. I
'Cause
remember this. I remember this.
I just remember having the conversation. I don't
Yeah,
remember if it
on-
was- yeah.
I
But
feel like it was on an
yeah.
episode where I was, because I remember a bunch of episodes where we couldn't be together because we're all quarantined,
yeah.
like where I was holding you up to the fucking microphone.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can still do this. Don't let it end. Like I was
Yeah.
we're vengeance. like we just gotta push.
Yeah.
And then we went to Skype.
Hmm.
And then we had a couple like episodes. And then we lost, and then we had an episode with a guest, a great guest, War. Shout out to War, where WOR, where we lost one. It was the first and only guest episode, excuse me, that we ever lost. And to this day, it's the only one.
Yeah.
And then
Which is-
after that, we were like, fuck Skype, we'll switch to Zoom.
Yeah. Which is a pretty good track record, honestly. Like I thought we'd have all things considered. Like we have
for the record, we have lost episodes with us.
oh yeah.
We have lost episodes
Yeah.
before we ever had guests on.
But even I mean it's only like 5 or 6 within the entire history of this show. I was
Barely.
doing this, which is
Not many.
yeah.
Not many at all.
Uh,
We actually do have a fairly good track
You
record.
know?
But I also don't know how many episodes other podcasts have lost. So maybe I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say but I know at least like that to me like,
And there are even some that we've done that I've never released.
yeah, oh yeah.
I
Nope.
still have those on hard drives.
Maybe we'll Patreon well
They're a little spicy. They get a little
Yeah.
wild. But maybe we'll start doing that on a
Yeah.
like if we ever do it. I just like let me ask you, because you have a Patreon, right? With Bob Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it possible to make a Patreon for 1 penny?
As far as like the tier stuff,
Yeah.
I think the lowest is $1. Well, yeah, and that's kind of a different conversation, I suppose. But that's like I think it's like $1 for like the base, and then or maybe it's either 1 or 5. I'm not sure. Is the base? and then you get, like,
I
10,
could never
15.
do 5.
It's yeah.
I'd have to
see.
sleep on it, but I could possibly do $1 single.
Yeah.
But I would prefer it to be a penny, because if it was a penny, anyone would do it.
Yeah. I don't.
And I don't care. I'm not interested about it for the money.
Yeah.
That's not that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that. I just want like because on Patreon, I know we could play music. We could do a little bit more. We could give a little bit more to the Crip crew. In terms of the conversation, we could.
Yeah.
It provides us with more options.
Mm-hmm.
With $1.
Yeah. We'll have to look into it. I think it's I think it's something we could, I don't know. We could if not Patreon, I know there's a few others that we could look into that would be like a because I think it'd be cool to do like a fan club or like a mailing list kind of deal. You know what I mean? Or like some kind of like nothing that's like behind any kind of paywall. Like we could.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've never wanted. I've said from episode 1, I never wanted to be behind a paywall.
Yeah, we could always try to start like a Discord, do like a Discord chat and like a Discord group, and then with that is like it's like its own.
Well,
thing.
there's.
I'm pretty knowledgeable of Discord since we.
And Discord doesn't cost any money, right?
No.
So we could do that. We could go YouTube live. We could go Facebook and Instagram live once in a while.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't. Yeah, we've never tried to do a live thing before, so that could be going forward. That could be something new.
We kind of could right now.
Yeah, we
literally actually could do that right now. We just go live on Instagram right now and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really have a plan for this episode.
No.
So we could.
I'm not opposed to it. I just felt like it'd be a little more like, I don't know.
I mean, we didn't announce it.
Yeah.
So no one would know. But also anyone that follows us on Instagram has probably never seen our name come up as Lost in the Dark is going live right now. So maybe some of them, they're like, holy shit, they're going live?
Yeah.
Like,
huh.
Let's fucking
I don't know.
Let's
sure.
Let's
just
do it.
like I tell like set it up.
I'm just literally that's exactly what I was gonna do.
Yeah. So like front facing and just see what happens.
I got plenty of battery. All right. Yeah. Why the fuck not? I don't know.
This is what we do.
Where was I going with that though?
Talking about the paywall stuff, talking about putting stuff on YouTube to get like video stuff, pandemic stuff, talking about how
that's what I was talking about. It was the fucking pandemic that forced us onto video.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And then
because we
didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
We didn't have a choice at that point.
That was something I was kind of thinking about as far as like, because I remember we talked about it a little bit, but I remember just seeing, different podcasts do it and different, bands and stuff kind of do those like, with that same kind of setup and stuff. And I was like, it'd be, I mean, we've talked about it for a while as far as doing the video stuff. And it was almost one of those things that was like, why not just kind of go for it, see what happens with it. So what up? Let's see what happens. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't,
it's going to be interesting.
Maybe that's no.
Set it like sideways. Do like,
oh yeah. Oh. There we go.
Yeah. The only problem is we can't see the chat. It's like sideways, but
the chat is only vertical?
Yeah, because I don't think that.
No, I think it'll be sideways too. But I think I don't know where. Usually it says somewhere where there's the amount of viewers.
Oh yeah.
But I don't see any yet. Anyway. If there's any viewers on Instagram right now, comment. We'll see it.
Yeah.
We are live on Instagram right now.
Yeah, first time for everything.
Jesus Christ. This is weird.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. What is it? Is it
Skull? SKOL.
Skull.
Skull. Great name for a band. And so the Vikings apparently used to say when they cheers. So that's what I'm going to go with for now. Whoa, we got someone?
Hey, Victims joined. Victims of the system.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! That's got to be Aaron. We are recording our 4-year anniversary episode right now, brother. You are involved.
What do you say?
I don't know. I can't see that first.
Said John Cena.
John Cena. Yeah. I love it. I love it. But yeah, I mean,
Sent your request to be in. Oh, we want to accept his request to be in the live video.
well, it's not going to be in the actual episode, but
Well, I feel like we should do that, and I feel like we should kind of keep, because we just started with the episode. Maybe we could keep going and then like do that towards the end.
well, if
Do some like.
no, we can do it right now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Oh,
Fuck it.
yeah.
Let's see here. Accept. There we go. It's gonna be
Because we can't get him on the actual.
right. No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Aaron, if you can call into us on Zoom. Aaron, there you are.
What
If,
up?
if you can call into us on Zoom, you can be on the show right now. If you can call into us on Zoom, you can be on the show right now with us. I can get you on the microphone on like this. Like I can hold the phone up to the microphone for the episode, but
Okay.
you're the only one in here. You're the best.
Well, we didn't. Yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
What anniversary is it?
What?
4, man.
How many year anniversary?
4. We're graduating high school.
To the microphone. Okay. I'll say something to the microphone.
Do it.
Buddy. Okay. Am I on the microphone?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
Okay. Fucking 4 years for Lost in the Dark, dog. 4 years of destruction. The 4 mini, bro. Hell yeah. Check out our new EP. Check out all Lost in the Dark shit. Fuck yeah, bro. That's all.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
Thank
it's
you,
awesome.
brother.
Yeah.
I cannot thank you enough for that. Gore noise. Fuck
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Blah.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. You have a good night, man. Thanks for calling in. You will be on the episode.
Yeah. In one way or another.
How at you?
Oh yeah.
So we got one call.
Hey, you know,
At least
I'll count that as a
Our
success.
fucking loyal fucking fan ever, Aaron from Victims of the System, coming at you. Absolutely amazing. Shout out to Victims of the System. Shout out to Gornoy. Shout out to fucking fuck, I forgot the other thing, but everybody check out Victims of the System Slam on YouTube. They just released a brand new self-titled 5-track EP, which I think is outstanding personally.
Hey man, they just keep getting better with it. I think.
Literally everything they do gets better and better.
Yeah.
Like literally everything they do. And as a matter of fact, Jason, the lead vocalist of Victims of the System, I still need to hit up to have him back on the show because he released a solo EP back in October that I did a dark reflections on.
Yeah, that's right.
And that I really want to talk to him about. So I'm gonna have him on the show soon. What were we talking about though? I don't remember.
Just kind of like everything that led us to video stuff.
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, pandemic basically led us to video. And then the gods are smiling on us tonight, Aaron,
You know.
because the first person pretty much besides us that we were on video with, the first guest we had was Aaron from Victims of the System.
Yeah.
He was like our first video episode. And of course he just calls in just now.
Yeah.
That is Odin. That is the gods smiling on us right now. Thank you, Aaron.
Yeah, dude.
If
that was
you're still
awesome.
watching.
Yeah. You know he is.
Well, even if he's not, he'll see this
Yeah.
episode because he is one of our true followers. I listen to everything he creates and he does the same. And I can never thank him enough from the bottom of my heart. Not only that, he will be up here in Michigan later this year performing.
Ooh.
And
It's gonna be a good time.
I can't say much on air, but we might have a place for him to perform, maybe at that point in time. We shall see. Legit place.
Oh shit.
Just
I don't even know about this.
yes, you do.
Do I? Have we talked about it?
What were we talking about earlier?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Got you. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
He said,
So-
"Of course, I'm still watching, bro."
Brother Edwin. Scholars. So
Yeah,
so there's a lot to be looking out for over the next year, but we want to fucking again. So yeah, going back, he was literally our first real fucking guest, and he has been on the show more than anyone else, Victims of the System, and him and the rest of his ever-changing band. There's been multiple, some people that aren't even in the band anymore have been on, which is like if once they fucking get big one day, which will happen, they will fucking we have a recorded history of their history. You know what I mean? Like that's huge. That's fucking what other band has that? You know what I mean? Like that's insanely rare. And they mean the absolute world to us, and I cannot fucking wait to finally meet them and see them perform live this summer.
Yeah.
I'm beyond excited. They're doing a whole thing in Michigan. They will be at Michigan Metal Fest, and we're gonna have a fucking great time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be insane.
I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be fun.
But then, so we start on pure audio, literally in a basement.
We got 10K Hayden joined up recently. I don't know if he's still in the room.
Shout out.
What's up, brother?
What up? Say something if you want.
If not, yeah.
You're more than welcome.
We don't know. What
Everyone's
we're doing with
welcome.
this.
Everyone,
Hey.
yeah, we're doing this. We had no plans on doing this.
Yeah.
We're doing this fucking off the cuff. So, but then after Aaron, from Victims of the System, we got Keith from the Convalescents, which
Was it them or was it Suffocating
Suffocating.
Lie?
Oh, Suffocating
I feel
Lie.
like they were
Suffocating Lie from fucking, at the time they were from California. Now they're a little bit more spread out, but I'm not. Earlier tonight before you got here, I was listening to a Suffocating Lie. To this day, the album's called A Different World, I believe. Give it to me. Give it to me. You know what? I don't care about a copyright in this one. We can play whatever the fuck we want. I don't care if fucking YouTube copyrights us.
It's called.
I can give a fuck less, honestly. That doesn't we make no money off this. It makes no difference. We
Well,
can do whatever we want.
ironically enough, it's called Moral Collapse.
Moral collapse. Wait,
So-
a different. What did I say?
You said I don't know.
A different world.
Yeah.
Is there a song on there called like something like
Yeah,
that?
that's the first track.
Oh,
that's-
okay,
that's
that's
the
what I'm
intro
getting.
track,
Okay,
yeah.
there we go. That's so yeah. A Moral Collapse by Suffocating Lie. To this day, honestly, it's pretty high up there,
It's still, yeah, man.
dude.
We're-
I love that album a lot. Like it's kind of fucking wild. Like I would rank that pretty highly, actually, in some of my top albums of all time. Like
yeah.
probably higher than most people would expect, because every time I hear it, I have to hear it from top to bottom, and it just it does something to me.
Yeah.
It just does something to me.
There's
Like
yeah.
it just gets me. It does something to me in my soul that just gets me going. You know what I mean? And the fact that we had them on, and then we had them on again. We had them on multiple times, and of course, I need to reach out to Rich, and have him back on again very, very within the next 2 days. I need to reach out to him. Actually, everyone. I have a giant list of people. I'm sorry, everyone. If you're watching this right now, I'm so sorry. I've been just so fucking busy. I have a giant list of people I need to reach out to that have reached out to me that actively want to be on the show, and I've just had so much fucking happening. But within the next
life happens,
few
man.
days,
yeah.
By the time this is out, I've already reached out to you. So put it that way. It's because literally, I don't know if people understand or not, because with most podcasts, they have like a team of people, right? This is just me and Aaron. All right. We are the only 2 people doing this. That's it. We have no team. There is no one else here. Like, there's no one else editing this shit. There's nothing. It's just him and I.
Just there.
So
DIY as it gets.
Yeah, DIY till you die.
Yeah.
So that's all it is. And so we, sometimes things come up, and that's why I've been a little bit slow rolling lately. But we will soon get back into a rhythm, and I will be hitting a whole lot of people up to be guests on the show very, very soon. But of course, A Suffocating Lie was like one of our, like, it was Victims of the System, A Suffocating Lie, then it was Keith. You're right about that.
So I was gonna say, like, I remember those 2 were a couple of the first ones that were on it, and then.
Yep. Well. The first ones on it were Recorruptor and Bograve.
True. Yeah. True.
Then and on.
Well, we got we had to like test the waters a little bit. We had to like kind of get in at the local level, and then.
Now, of course, you did, because you're the drummer for Bograve. So of course. Stop. When we started the show, it wasn't Bograve, was it?
What do you mean? Yeah, it was. Because we have an episode where I'm talking. Yeah, we have an episode where I was talking about Omen. When we started this, Omen was just coming out. Like,
sure you weren't still in Magnolia?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Then why wasn't?
Because we have a full episode where we're talking about the release of Omen.
Yeah, that's right,
remember this was like
that's right. For a weird reason, I thought Ryan was on the show, Ryan Ely, at some point.
He might have like commented on some stuff, but I don't think he ever.
We need to get him on. We need to get him and Sisto and Justin on. Honestly, like, let's be real. Like, that's kind of.
It'd be a good episode.
Yeah, we that needs to happen. Okay, and then nope. I just realized why I was fucking that up. Okay, never mind. It was Dusty that I'm from Recorruptor.
Oh yeah.
And then we had now it's like, of course, like, you started this podcast with me from the beginning, and are people commenting things?
Well, we had.
Are there people watching?
Yeah, we had.
How many?
Mind Over Mars, and we had Rotten Tongue, who was Julian. So what's up,
Julian?
homies?
Sexy Julian.
I
love you.
But Aaron from Victims just commented, Bograve is the greatest band of all time. My wife will walk down the aisle to Flesh. I fucking hope so. And if she doesn't, I'll find you. And he also said, I will kill and or be killed for Bograve. I love Bograve so fucking much. Dude, thank you. I don't even know if you're sincere or not, but like.
He loves saying that shit, and it cracks me up every time.
What up? What up?
But yeah, like, it was you guys, and of course, so you start the podcast with me, and of course we have your band on, of course, like, come on. But Recorruptor
that was a fun couple episodes.
That was literally just like
I was like
someone I met through you guys. They were kind of like the first real band for me to be on the show. That's not the right word. It's the first band I didn't know personally.
Yeah.
To be on the show. That's the way to phrase that.
Well, since then, now you're like, I mean, it's family. You know what I mean? Like
Oh, the family. Yes, absolutely. No, 100%. I've worked at merch booth multiple times. Like they are absolute family to me, and I'll never miss a Bog Wraith or Recorruptor show ever in anywhere. Ever. Never. I'll follow you guys around like the Grateful fucking Dead. Like I don't give a fuck. But they were the kind of the first ones. Then once we turned to video, Victims of the System. And then Convalescence. And then
wow, was it? I feel like
I think
maybe there was.
I think
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, because that must have been one of the first ones that we did just before the pandemic happened.
No, it was
Or after, rather.
right, dude. Like at the start of it, like we can't be.
Yeah.
We were forced on video because we couldn't be in the same room anymore because of the pandemic. So, Victims of the System and Convalescence were
Must have been.
pretty sure were the first two.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm pretty sure.
It does sound about right.
And once we had Keith on, the floodgates opened.
Yeah.
And
Oh man, we've had, what is it? Shouts out to God. We're gonna butcher this. But
we are Casket Robbery,
Casket
Bound by
Robbery.
Years, Reflection of Flesh, War. So many more.
God, Living Dead Girl.
Living Dead Girl, Eonin. Interpreter.
Yeah.
This is bad. We can't keep going down this. But in any case, all of you, anyone that's ever fucking been on Tyrant, anyone that's ever fucking been on this show, we never thought anyone would want to be.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is like, you know, because like it's always been about just
it's always been selfish.
Yeah.
It's always been about like we just want to talk to each other.
Scream at the sky. Scream at the sky.
Oh my God, my brothers.
Yes. Oh yeah. The gorilla.
I've never had the gorilla on.
No, I don't know.
Who's that?
Aaron's just commenting on what
Aaron, what
that's the only reason I remember Scream at the Sky.
oh
Yeah.
I think they had the feature from the gorilla. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, like I mean, even with that, like we got a couple of you know potentials lined up that I feel like are some of the biggest that we've had.
Did we already say this? Of course, we said it.
Suffocating Light, yeah.
Rich, I need to have Rich back on
Yeah.
because he just released an amazing single.
Oh,
we
dude,
need to have fucking Victims. Aaron, we need to have fucking Victims of the System back on for the new EP, and I need to have Jason, the lead vocalist of Victims of the System, back on to talk about his solo shit. All of that. God, there's so many. There are so many. I want Phil Spewer. There's so many that I want, like
Goon Lord.
Fucking
I'm
Goon.
just
Oh
going
my
through
God.
it.
Yeah.
Circa Arcana.
Oh my God.
The fucking
Bravura.
paranormal. Yeah. Oh, dude,
Michigan
yeah.
UFO sightings and paranormal encounters podcast.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Shouts out Steve from Bravura as well.
Steve from Bravura. I still got your poster up in my room. Like
The band was fucking awesome.
they were really good. They were fucking fantastic.
I
I really want Phil Spear on. I want we still need one that we haven't gotten yet is Phil Spear and just Filth.
Just yeah.
We haven't gotten Filth on yet, or Breathing Process, but they're one that I'm literally going to hit up like tomorrow. So
Kill the Imposter.
oh
Shouts
my
out
God,
fucking
Johnny Nobody.
Yeah,
Johnny
man.
Nobody, the man.
Such
like,
dude, like that first episode was so fucking fun.
Dude, both
Like
of them.
just yeah.
Both of them were tremendous. They were fantastic live. I love them. They will.
Oh my God. Yeah.
There was never a Michigan date that will happen where I miss Kill the Imposter. I'll tell you that right
That
now.
band, yeah. That band
And
is
the day-
so sick.
The next time you and I get to visit Florida, the party goes down.
I
The
wanna
party goes down.
I wanna line up some kind of like tattoo appointment with Johnny for
What's-
if we ever make it down there. But I'm gonna keep going with this.
Shit. I wish I could remember the name of his tattoo company right now.
Oh yeah. What is it?
Fuck. It's got a really good name.
Well,
Just Instagram
while I-
him.
yeah.
Instagram him real quick.
while I look for it, shout out to Lost in the Bog as well. Them dudes over there who just started
Endlessly.
the I'm pretty sure they've been up a year or so. I think they just hit their year.
I think they did.
So
I think you're right about that.
fucking A.
Your
cheers.
brothers,
Congrats
fucking
on that.
Alex and Mike from Bog Wraith, Aaron's band, are celebrating 1 year on the Lost in
Everybody's celebrating with us. Hey, fuck
on
it.
the Bog Talk podcast.
Bog-
Called Lost in the Bog.
Bog
On
Talk
the
Network,
Bog
man.
Talk- They should have just called it Lost in the Bog. But
You-
anyway.
you know,
yeah. They would have been
multiverse murder fest, man.
and we got another one coming up.
Oh, do we ever? We are like, if you thought the first like, I don't know, season, fuck, the first like
Those might be
series of that was crazy. Like this one's shaping up to be something pretty special. So
buckle up
yeah.
because we
what
got
was
a
that?
new one coming.
What was that?
Jo-
looking up? John and
Johnny's,
Nobody. That's right. Tattoo. Yeah.
Yeah. I follow it on Facebook. I see it on Instagram, and I see it fucking every day. It drives me nuts. I can't remember the name of it, but I want to give it a shout out. I want to make sure we give that a shout out because yes, 100%. I have no tattoos.
Oh yeah, I don't either.
So just because it's never come up, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know any artists personally other than Johnny. So I've never met any artists other than Johnny like that. So like if it doesn't come up here in Michigan before the next time we go to Florida, yeah, I the first tattoo I ever get to be from Johnny Nobody would be
Oh, dude.
a Viking like honor. Like that would be just nothing but a genuine honor. Like that's full circle shit.
It is 36 Black.
36. Thank you.
Yeah. Orlando Private Tattoo Studio. Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, check it out. 36 Black. Links in the description below. Shit. I'm gonna write that down so I remember to link it. Link. You're seeing behind the scenes right now. Anyway, sorry about that silence. But is there anybody else talking to us? How many people are watching? I have no idea.
We got 3.
What up?
So I put a pre-release link into my first song into the Swamp Club if you guys want to jam to it.
Oh shit, that's a Bog Wraith fan.
Yeah, that's Joy. Wrong. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, Julian! What up, Jules?
Yeah.
You look great in a sexy black t-shirt. Sorry, that's a Trailer Park Boys reference.
We can always pull that up, that rotten tongue stuff, if you want. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how we do it on here. Maybe we could do it like maybe we could do like its own separate reaction to it, like our own dark reflection to it, or dark reaction.
Dark reaction. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that's exactly. We'll do it as soon as we're done with this. Yeah, that'd be sick. And it could be its own video.
Yeah.
So it could get all the love for just him.
Yeah.
Because that's all we do really here, our commercials for things that we love. That's really all it is at the end of the day.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll check that out and do a video on it, man. For sure, dude.
Oh, 100%. Are you fucking kidding me? Jules, 100%, man. Went to high school with him. Like, come on. But I went to high school with him and his brothers. I love those guys. Yeah. And so yeah, we get to fucking Convalescence and they open the floodgates to everyone else that we've ever talked to, and I know I can speak for both of us here when I say we have been tremendously humbled
Oh man,
by
that's
with-
putting it pretty lightly. Like
dude, it is.
I
it actually is.
I struggle to find the words sometimes to, you know, because it's like, yeah, I mean, to your point, you know, we started this to, you know, just to capture, you know, conversations and just really like moments in life with us and stuff, like, you know, and to have people that still want to be a part of it, or just want to be a part of it in general at all, is like pretty insane. So I don't know, I'm always like, I never really know quite what to say whenever we get those kind of emails and stuff. It's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? Like,
and to start it all off with a band like the Convalescents, where I was already like a really big fan of.
sorry, Burton was the guy that drove up to school blasting metal. I know you did.
Are you fucking yo? Who said that?
Oh, it was Julian.
Jules.
And he also,
Oh shit, he remembers.
yeah.
He remembers. Because dude, no, I used to torture. That was the I used to have to give my sister a ride to school every day, and I wanted to torture her in the morning. And she always says, my brother also always used to drive me to school with the I don't give a fuck song, and it was Redneck.
Oh, okay.
Like, I used to like blast Redneck by Lamb of God every morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm like, turn it up, buttercup. Like, it's I used to torture Katie every day with that shit. The fact that he just said that is hilarious, because that means he might have heard it at one point in time. Yeah, no, 100%. I was in a little turquoise Saturn, 4-door sedan, with automatic seatbelts,
Mhm.
and
I know the ones.
Yep. And 1994, and yeah, I rolled up, every day. I was all the way,
dude,
up.
I was that kid, but I was sharing it too. I had a minivan, with like, it was like, and I was like, yeah. Because I had like just gotten my license too. So it was, it was around that time where I was like, I had no real business like being on the road like that. But like, I remember that there was a few times where it got pretty sketchy when I was driving there during the winter. But I was without a doubt that kid too. Like, I was just like
every single day, 7 o'clock in the fucking morning, you're playing music that loud.
most-
What kind of a fucking psycho are you?
the
Like,
most blown out speakers you've ever heard in your
Oh.
life. Like, yeah.
just 100%.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, yep,
I'm gonna grab my other drink real quick.
yeah. All right, go on.
But yeah, we were talking about guests that we've had on. Talking about,
This
I don't
has
know,
been
just-
crazy, dude. Like, see, because that's kind of the thing. None of this makes any sense to us. Like, we just started this thing. Like, it just but that's the crazy part at the end of the day, is we started it with the intention of no one ever hearing it, and apparently people have, and not many at all. You know, look at our subscriber count. You know, we don't have many. We're not, you know, I think we just crossed 250. You know, it's not but through that, we've gotten, to me at least, extraordinary guests that deserve, from all of you that are watching right now. I know that Aaron has told me everyone that's watching right now. So from all of you that are watching right now, all of you, you know, are extraordinary musicians. Convalescence, War, Bound by Years, Living Dead Girl, Interpreter, like all a Scream at the Sky. Everyone, I've always felt like should be and probably are significantly bigger than Lost in the Dark. And it just blows my fucking mind that any of you were ever on the show.
Yeah.
Or had any interest in us at all. You know, I God damn it. I own a lot of your merch, for Christ's sake. Like, I own all your CDs. Like, if you've ever released a physical copy.
Can we talk about the fact that and we joked about this a bit ago, and I'm surprised you didn't bring it up at the top, but our first like episodes were within the same day. You dropped 4 like hour and a half long podcasts in the same five of our episodes were posted within 2 days.
That was something. That was something I wanted to bring up. That was something I wanted to bring up actually earlier.
When we say that, like, not only is it like as DIY as it gets, but also like when we say that like there are no rules to this, like I also have no real recollection of dropping like posting all those in the same day, I guess. Oh, you're gonna one up me
a little bit. Sorry. I have to. It's the 4-year anniversary.
You know, hey, like if I'm not getting overshadowed at some point, then something's wrong, I guess.
No, that's never true. But to your point, no. What the point I was gonna make? Yeah, we did that. Like literally March 6th, 2018. We dropped like 4 episodes.
Show that shit.
We dropped like we dropped like 4 episodes
in the same day that are all like about an hour and a half long.
So
doesn't it start at episode 2?
I hope not. I don't know, but I hope not.
Seems like I saw something like that. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
But what I will say is that what's funniest to me about that is that from the beginning of this show 4 years ago.
No, I'm sorry. We went. Well, that's even better. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting.
Oh, you're good.
We went from episode 1 to episode. Well, wait, no. Why is 5 right there?
The YouTube.
That's weird.
The okay. YouTube's little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We go 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, 6, and then yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
that was not how I posted.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
One of the most funny things about this podcast to me, since fucking doing it and learning more about podcasts in general, because when I started, I knew nothing basically about them. Since learning about them, it has been hilarious to learn all the things where like. So many podcasts that I know start off with like 32 hour long episodes and 1 to 2 a week. And they have them on specific days. That's how they start. We started with 4 hour-and-a-half long episodes on day 1, and by the end of that month, we had 9 episodes out. We have done, like, if someone were to be, and I'm sure there are people out there by this point cashing in, which are probably all fucking liars, cashing in on teaching podcast classes. You know, I'm sure someone out there is teaching a class on how to do a podcast, and they're telling everyone everything wrong. But the reason why I say that is because I know there's no right way to do it. It's just like music.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious to me that from the beginning, if we were to ever be in a podcast class of someone to try to teach us how to do a podcast.
So
We would have already done every step of the way completely incorrectly. We released 9 episodes in the first month. You're supposed to release 1 to 2 a week,
Yeah.
according to all the most successful podcasts out there.
if you got it, post it. I guess I don't know.
We just say fuck the rule.
Yeah.
We just entered in at a time where there were no rules.
Yeah.
We can do whatever we want. It was a free form platform.
Well,
So why not just go wild?
I feel like
Because that's the other thing is we started releasing on March 6th.
Yeah.
We started recording March 6th of 2018 is when we first released episodes. We started recording in January
Yeah.
of 2018. That's why we had like 4 episodes to post that day, because I tricked you
It's all
guys.
yeah.
I was like, I'm never gonna release these. Psych. And then I did. But there were like 2 or 3 more that
Yeah.
I didn't, and I still haven't.
Yeah.
Still haven't.
Okay.
Like
This
there
one.
were more that we recorded that I never released.
That's the thing is I know that there was. Like,
Yeah.
because I remember that first bit, because it was 2 of us sitting at a table and we had that blue mic. We had that
Yep,
blue
the
microphone.
Yeti.
Yeah, the Yeti. That's right.
Sam Squints.
Yeah. And like, because I remember coming over for a few of them at least, and I have no memory of it. I have no right, like other than like out, like for no other reason than it was so long ago that I like it could be about anything. But I also remember that a few of those episodes at the start were very like, talking about like what got us into it. You know what I mean? Like what got us into heavy music, what got us in, like it was very like
That was the base.
kind of like foundation type stuff,
Yes.
which
Yes.
I think we should kind of revisit at some point. I feel like
And also it was fun. Yes, you are correct. It was very foundational, but it was also like, it wasn't like, it was genuine.
Yeah.
It was like we had already been to a number of shows together and had conversations in the car together and stuff like that. But like, it was also genuinely like us like learning each other. You know what I mean? In a
Mhm.
lot of ways.
that's been a big part of this.
Yeah, like we're like figuring out each other's rhythms and how to match.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, and like our influences and where we can, the specific places where we connect and like can like go off about together or
Correct.
disagree on
Yeah.
together. All
Yeah.
these different things. Like it was the start of a relationship is what it was.
Yeah.
And somehow we started like, God,
Trying to
I still don't. It actually fucks me up that like we actually became friends and started going to concerts like 6 years before we started a podcast.
yeah.
Like that's insane to me, dude.
to kind of
That's insane to me.
segue.
Are people saying something?
Yeah.
Hey,
Julian.
Skull.
Which real quick, shouts out Rotten Tongue. The shit's sick.
New shit. I
Yeah.
haven't heard it yet, but I was planning on listening to it tonight. Actually,
The Julian we're referring
Brit-
to, yeah, it's Rotten Tongue in the chat.
Jules,
but
yeah.
he was saying, he was asking if we're going to Metal Fest, and
Of course.
and if so, we should live stream it, which I think we were already talking about. I feel like we are like, aren't we we're, I don't know if we can.
Well, we Lost in the Dark is on the list of official promoters for Metal Fest.
Yeah.
We got in there. I don't know what that means totally,
Yeah, it's very like,
but I think it means we talk about it on every episode. So hell yeah, Michigan Metal
Yeah.
Fest. Of course we'll be there. And Julian, I hope to see you at Oaks Fest 5 on Saturday at the Avenue Cafe.
yeah, man. Shouts out to that stuff. That's
Yeah,
gonna be sick.
with Recorruptor. That's the main reason why I'm going. And I honestly, I love Iron Mountain.
Yeah.
I think they're a great band.
Anniversary.
And somebody else I like a lot is going to be there, but I can't remember who right now. But Oix Fest 5 on Saturday. Shout out will be in the intro for this episode.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Because it might have already happened. But
It already happened.
But yeah, Jules, I would love to see you at Oix Fest. Are you going to be at Oix Fest? Or are you going to be at work?
Man,
we got a double on Saturday. You always got doubles on Saturdays.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
God damn it.
Dude, I have a better chance. Well, I mean, when Saturday's your busiest day and when
I get it.
yeah.
No,
But also
respect.
I have a better chance of getting hit by a car than I do of finding somebody to cover my shift on Saturday. I'll put it that way.
Now
I have made the attempt though. But also
now okay, considering everything, I'm not asking schedule wise. I'm saying, when do you leave work on Saturdays physically? Not schedule wise, but physically. Because I know those are two different things.
Well, Saturdays are all day. So, but
Yeah,
I do have breaks in between there.
How long are the breaks?
Well, and that was the other thing that I kind of want to talk about was I do depending on what time their set is, I do have a chance to cut out for an hour.
I'm saying it doesn't matter whose set it is, as long as you,
Just
because
show
everyone will be there.
Yeah, but
As long as your face is there for it and you say hi to everyone, that means something to everyone.
yeah. The problem is when I show up, I'd want to stay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that was floated to me earlier. It was like, oh yeah, like you could just, like take an hour and go down and catch it, But
when do you leave work on Saturdays? You as a person.
Fucking,
I'm not asking when you're scheduled. I'm saying, when do you leave work?
God, usually,
because those are two different things.
Usually close to like midnight. Usually Saturdays after midnight. Yeah, which is the kicker. Yeah,
that is a little late.
Yeah. And I feel like everything will be done anyway.
Well, no, regardless, I will be there.
We'll figure it out.
And I will keep you posted.
I would.
And if we got it, like if there's an after party somewhere, like something, anything where you can.
Because I do have Sundays and Mondays off.
I don't think you realize how important, like,
you know,
people want you there.
Yeah.
Like when I'm there, people are like, "Where's Aaron?" Like I'm like,
I don't know. I've been like, if I can be honest, I've been on kind of a losing streak as far as like shows go lately. Like I've had tickets for a lot of things I've missed. I've had like shows come up that have sold out. I've had things that have come up that I haven't been able to make it to, and like I'm just
Cannibal Corpse show.
Yeah. The Acacia fucking
yep. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
There's like one more. But
regardless.
Yeah. So yeah, like and beyond that, like I just like Oryx Fest is something that I've always wanted to check out because I know that there's like it's a whole thing, like it's a whole event. It
starts at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Like it's an all day. It's actually a festival.
Yeah.
It's a micro festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, that's the thing is like,
it's not at like a Pine Knob.
Yeah.
But it's at a local bar and it's an all day heavy fucking metal festival.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it is actually the first. Yeah, it's the first heavy metal to happen at all in Lansing. Recorrupted played one show, but that's been it in Lansing since pandemic.
Yeah.
This is the first big heavy metal thing to happen in Lansing since pandemic, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I feel like it is. And there was I saw something that was about Rust Fest earlier, which was something that happened at the Sanctuary in Detroit it was either last year that holy shit. Excuse me. It was either last year or the year before, but it's something that I've always wanted to go to. I know that was a multi-day thing.
Well, Rust, you didn't. Oh no, you didn't. No, yeah, it was last year.
Yeah,
and you didn't go to that. It was at Sanctuary because I worked. That was it was like a 4-day thing, but one of the days Recorruptor was playing, and I worked the merch booth for them that night with Dagon, and I think Sedentary was there, and couple others that I can't remember right now. But yeah, no, I worked the fucking merch booth for them at Rust Fest at the Sanctuary the last time. Fuck me. I should actually probably hit them up to see if they need someone to work the merch booth for Saturday.
There you go.
But
Aaron said, Shorty said it's me or Lost in the Dark podcast. I ain't seen her since. And then sent a bunch of emojis. So
Shorty said it's me or Lost in the Dark podcast.
Means like pick between one or the other. Otherwise, you're
pick Shorty, bro. We ain't shit.
It ain't worth it, man. Are you kidding?
Always pick Shorty. Raise your horn. Have Shorty raise her horn. Go to Shorty and have her start watching us together.
Hey, there you go.
What are you doing?
Win-win.
Come on, brother. You love us and we love you. Oh my God.
Raise your specific horns.
Raise your horns, raise them up to the sky.
A specific kind of horn, I suppose, but a horn nonetheless.
Oh, come on. No. I listened to their self-titled EP again tonight, Victims of the System. I listened to it again tonight because I like, dude, they're starting to find their voice. Like,
I think so.
This weird ass fucking, it's a weird mix. Like, it's a weird mix of super fucking grindy slam with super fucking melodic shit.
What is the name of it?
It's self-titled.
Self-titled? Yeah.
Yep. And they have Victims of the System.
That's right. Before that, it was As They
YouTube
Cower.
Yeah. Victims of the System Slam, I think, is what the YouTube channel is.
As They Cower, Let War Be Waged.
No, it's a self-titled. It's blue.
Yeah. Oh, this one?
Nope.
That's I don't know. They put out quite a
Look
few.
for it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's this guy.
That one. Yep, that one. Yep. It's fucking. They're starting to find their voice, and I am so excited. Like, it is the best thing they've done yet. It's very slammy, but it's also grindy, but it's also very melodic, and I love the melodic shit in it. And it's dude, they're fantastic. You guys are fantastic, brother. I love it. Best thing I think they've. Now I say this every time, and it's true. Every single time they release something new, it's better than the last. And what can you ask for more in a band? You know what I mean? If every time they release something new, it's better than the last, and that means, that's everything.
It's progression. Like,
yeah,
you always want to overdo what you're doing.
It's progression without selling out, too.
But real quick, I got a couple of questions I know we were talking about earlier. Couple of things that I know we could kind of get into as far as, because like as avid collectors, as just fans of the music, as like just metal fans in general, like I feel like there's a couple of these that we can really relate to as far as like just memorable things, or I suppose like the opposite as like like regrettable things. So I guess I'll just ask a couple of questions and then I suppose I'll respond accordingly.
Snitchy Bridges.
Yeah. What is the most regrettable album purchase you have?
I have an answer for that, actually. There was back in the day, there was a CD store, or it was mostly CDs. They also sold records, vinyl, in downtown East Lansing, called CD Where. Oh, wait.
Downtown Lansing?
East Lansing. Sorry,
okay.
East Lansing. No, it was disc. It was when Replay Records and
Disc Replay.
And that store still exists in Lansing. It just moved from East Lansing to Lansing. When Disc Replay opened in East Lansing, it was on the main strip on Grand River at one point. Dead serious. And there was an album that I bought just solely based off the cover, called called the band. I honestly, if I went back now and listened to it, I might like it. I have no recollection of what the sound is at all. Maybe I wouldn't, maybe I would.
Yeah.
But the band was called Criminal.
Yeah.
And the cover was sick to me. It was like real like a light brown color palette, but it had like someone standing there with like a fucking like a big like a skull with big horns on their head, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I bought that, and at the time I listened to it, I was like, this is dog shit. But but at the time I wasn't as into as much
Sure.
shit as I am now. So like I said earlier, if I were to go back and listen to it now, it's totally possible I would actually like it.
Yeah.
But at the time, I remember buying that and being like, this is fucking terrible.
You're like,
but at the time, it was
Yeah.
just at the time.
Yeah.
For me as a kid, I was a kid. It was,
yeah.
I mean, for anyone that grew up in East Lansing knows how long ago that was. This is, God damn it, nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like this was nearly a decade ago. So yeah, like I might go back to it now and like it more than I did at the time. But at the time I was like, I fucking hate this. I'm so mad because it was right after I had in the same way, like just blindly bought it off the album cover, Wretched Spawn.
Okay.
From another place that no longer exists in downtown East Lansing called CD Warehouse.
Yeah.
I bought Wretched Spawn from CD Warehouse in downtown East Lansing. And for people that know, they fucking know. And
I don't even, that was before me even.
it was the spot.
Yeah.
And now it's a tattoo. I think it's a tattoo place. But that I bought my first death metal CD there, and I bought it because I thought I'd never heard a single track from Cannibal, but I bought it because I thought the guy ringing me up would freak out.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like weirded out by me, and I thought that was cool.
It's hard to pass that up. To me, like I'm trying to think. Is that like for the most part, I've been like, because I mean, like things.
Yeah, what would be the one for you?
Things that I buy are like intentful. Things that I buy is like things that I've listened to a bunch of times, and I'm like, this is or things that I buy that like I'm a fan of the band, and I'm like, oh, I know I'm gonna like this just based on who it is.
But did you ever have the thing of like you're fucking like you weren't allowed to listen to this?
Oh yeah.
Parents?
Oh dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lincoln Park.
What?
Yeah. Lincoln.
They didn't let you?
No, because of and I remember specifically.
That is so calm.
Yeah.
That is so
right.
like.
Yeah. And now they're like one of the biggest bands ever. Like,
oh, they're amazing.
Debatably,
I love
yeah.
Linkin Park.
But it was only because of the screaming bit. It was only, and I remember specifically
Chester.
Yeah, like it was something about like it, and it was one step closer. Like I remember.
One step closer.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was that album, and it was American Idiot, mostly because mostly because that album had I was at a point where anything that had the black and white advisory label was like, nah, like you're not getting that, like you're not. But
by the time we got to American Idiot, my parents were thankful that I liked it. Put it that way.
And that's the thing, is like
because
even that wasn't even that bad. Like even that wasn't even like
totally fine.
Yeah.
It's by today's standards, it's like Disney.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
By today's standards, it's like Disney. But also at that time, I'll never forget this. I was like up like 6 o'clock in the morning, like watching what was that thing that they fucking called? You remember? I know you remember because we've talked about this. That 4 a.m. VH1 shit. What was it called? Was it like Jump?
Oh, like Jumpstart, Kickstart?
Jumpstart, yeah. It was like Jumpstart or something. Like that
Kickstart's Mountain Dew, but Jumpstart, yeah.
That thing at 4 a.m. where VH1 had where like in between the music videos they would play like people jumping on fucking trampolines.
Yeah,
basically.
some weird.
Yeah, Jumpstart, yeah. Yeah, it was that shit.
Yeah.
At 7 a.m. when me and my dad were waking up for fucking work and school, and 2 Trailer Park Girls going around the outside started coming on, and we both liked it.
Yeah.
We both liked it. And that was, and so like from then I was like, oh, well then my parents are cool with shit. And then fucking they never had a problem with Green Day at all. They always liked Green Day, but then Slipknot and Manson and you know these certain other bands.
See, they
started a problem with.
Yeah. See, I was never into Manson like that because I was always like I knew of his music. I had like I and this was like around the time when he was like newer. Oh shit, your phone's about to die, so you might lose the live stream.
Oh shit! Sorry, everybody.
Do we want to cut the live stream right now?
Sorry,
just continuing on with
yeah. Is there anybody talking to us?
There's 3 people in here.
Are they talking though?
Yeah. Well, it's Aaron and if Julian's still in here.
I love you, Aaron.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we got 3 people. That's pretty good. You know, I don't know.
Well, the phone might die at some point, and I apologize for that. But
so
you guys will see the rest of the episode.
If we lose you, sincerely, like, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for just giving us something to go off of. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
So this is pretty exciting.
You're seeing it like, when you see this on the actual episode, you're seeing it at a completely different angle. Too.
Yeah.
Like it's not even what it looks like.
Yeah.
But because you're on the phone below the fucking here, I'll show you. Check it out.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You must shot of the whole thing. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Here's a shot. Oh no. Fuck. I paused it. There we go. Sorry. Here's a shot of where you guys are right now. With me and Aaron. Oh yeah. There we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's gonna be a completely different shot. Thank you. But if the phone dies, we apologize. And I'm gonna keep all this in the episode.
Oh, dude,
because we've never done anything
like
this
be great.
before. This is kind of like this is part of the 4-year anniversary. So we love you guys. We hope you're still watching. And if you're not, Aaron, I know that for sure you will watch it. You watch every episode, and you are the fucking true motherfucker. You are the true Crips Crow. So cheers.
Yeah.
You know what? Cheers to Aaron. Cheers to Aaron.
Dude, yeah. Oh yeah.
Because he's one of the baddest motherfuckers on this show. Even though he's not a drinker.
Yeah, man. As far as like stuff that I've like, I had to fight to get American Idiot. I had to like Linkin Park was kind of the same. And then past that, it was like I just kind of took off. You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, Grace is in here. She said,
"What?
Happy anniversary, y'all." Rotten Tongue.
My sister?
Behind the scenes, Rotten Tongue said Julian says phone's dying too. He said, I'm glad I caught it.
Wait. Grace who?
Grace EB.
Grace, if that
said happy anniversary, y'all. I don't know if that's her. I feel like it is. Seems like it would be.
Great, that's you.
Fucking cool.
Fucking cheers, Grace.
Hey, you know.
Thank you for being here right now. That means the world to me, actually. She's been on the show before.
I'm pretty sure at the top of this, my mom was in here. I saw. She said,
"Yo."
She said Goose. I don't know what Goose is.
Well, Goose is my sister.
Okay.
I called Grace Goose.
Yeah. So yeah.
I don't know why your mom would know that. I don't know what that is.
Well, I just saw my mom join like an hour or so ago. So She might still be in here. I don't know.
Goose, if that's you, let us know.
Yeah, she said Goose. So
Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you. Oh my God. This is amazing. But yeah, we fucking yeah. So we get to the point of fucking like doing on camera shit.
Yeah.
You know, because of pandemic, literally. Like
As-
we had no other reason to go on camera.
yeah. Is well
Other than we just couldn't be in the same room together.
yeah. I mean, well, I know that we talked about it before as far as doing like full on video episodes, but we never really knew how to. So it was kind of the whole like pandemic stuff.
In a way.
Yeah. It was the whole pandemic stuff that kind of forced us into figuring it out, you know? And
yeah. And this
and honestly
has
yeah. I mean, like all of like I'm it's incredible to me that there is this thing that exists that we can get on with you know anybody from across, you know, from anywhere really and talk to them and just have a full on episode and be able to record it and stuff and then kind of like, you know, put it out in the same way from like remote locations and stuff. Like it's, I don't know, it's pretty awesome, I feel like. And without the struggles of, because I feel like the first, you know, because what we're talking about is the 4 years, right? So
Yes.
we're talking about the first 2 years are a bit more formidable. The first 2 years were more just like figuring it out as far as like the audio stuff, figuring out kind of what we're doing, and we're still trying to figure that out. But I feel like we're a little more centered into it now than we used to be. But I also feel like with you know pandemic happening in 2020, as everybody knows, that kind of forced things to change pretty quickly. But I also feel like without that, I don't know where we'd be, because I mean, shit, man, like how many times have we hopped on just without recording anything, without doing, and just you know, like
hung out,
yeah, like it really
done thumbnails for episodes and,
yeah,
and things like that. Like
it kind of changed my like perspective as far as like how this is possible, like how we can actually do this. Because before that, I was like, well, shit, like if we can't be in person, then how do we do this and stuff? And I knew that like video chatting and stuff was a thing, but I also didn't know how it would work with like recording it all, and like especially with like as long as we go on, because we've had like a couple of those episodes, those audio episodes, man. Like I want to like formally apologize for the 6-hour episodes that we've had, just audio stuff, where it was just us going on and on and on and on for about 4 hours, like multiple episodes. Yeah, like, but we also, I mean, you know, with that, like, we didn't know what we were doing, you know. And I feel like now we have only, like, with to your point, like 4 years on, like I feel like 10 years is, you know, I mean, 10 years is always the mark of like figuring out. Pour me that shit. 10 years is always like, I always go off like 10,000 hours, right? It takes 10,000 hours to get good at anything. I feel like we have more.
That's what I'm saying.
More than that at this point to go off of, and we're still trying to figure it out, you know. So like
what I was basing, because I always said from the start, it's a
cheers, motherfucker.
Cheers to 4 years. Everyone, cheers with us.
Fuck
Crip
crew.
Crew!
Still watching live. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Sincerely appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
It's a celebration, bitches.
Holy shit. Woo! The reason why I always said 10 years is because that's what before we started this, of course, I was influenced by other podcasts. And
which one specifically, though?
One's not necessarily one in specific, but ones that were hosted by comedians, I guess I would say.
Well,
certain podcasts that were hosted by comedians in particular. And those comedians would say that you don't there's a process to becoming stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
Specifically
Mhm.
stand-up. There's a difference between comedians and stand-up comedians. So specifically stand-up comedians, all of them would say there is a process you have to go through to become a good stand-up comedian that takes 10 years. It's not a 4-year degree. It is a 10-year experience. And if you can make it through those 10 years and push through and do all the things that are required, which are fucked up, which is not getting paid and being poor and broke and all these things. If you make it through those 10 years, then you will
Kind of figure it out.
then that's when you find your voice.
Yeah.
And podcasts are not stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
It's a completely different medium.
Mhm.
Having said that,
Well, it's still like a free form thing, you know,
Exactly.
like it's still
having said that, it shares a lot of a relationship with stand-up comedy, in my opinion. Not that I'm like a stand-up comedian, they always have to be funny. We don't have that burden. We don't have the burden of always trying to be funny. That's not our goal.
Yeah.
But I still think that it might, like, that's because from the start of this, I told you, I was like, in 10 years, we'll be really good. I still feel like it takes time to find your voice. It takes time to find your place. Now it's arguably slightly not that I actually feel this way, but arguably it's slightly easier to do that for us because we are aiming to a very specific and niche market.
Yeah.
So it might take a lot less time for our specific audience to find us and to recognize us, but also we've been doing it for 4 years and they haven't yet. So who knows? But
Yeah. You never know.
You never know.
It's like playing a show, man. Like you never know who's going to be in the audience. You never know who's going to be.
Thank you. It's exactly what it is.
And that's kind of like where a lot of the guest stuff has come from, because as far as like I think one of my favorite parts of this whole thing is the dark reflection stuff is the response stuff. It's like it's the stuff that we post that is like genuinely, I'm into this, I'm excited about it, and this is why, you know what I mean? And like hopefully it can inspire somebody else to check it out in some kind of way, you know? Like
and so much of it that we've done so far is stuff that isn't, you know what I mean? It's not mainstream at all. It's stuff that's up and coming.
Yeah.
And we have been so fortunate. Look, like, would I love to talk to a Corpse Grinder or a Jamie Josta or
I don't even know if I know what to say.
I'd be too nervous. Honestly, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be too fucking terrified.
But it's
too much for me.
When you were talking about podcasts and stuff that got you into doing this, like you would, like, I guess, like, I don't know, to go back and forth on it, like what would you say as far as like, you know, podcasts or like just things that you've seen that inspire you to continue on with this? What would you say? Like, what are the, because I know that the Smodcast stuff, I know that for both of us specifically, I know that Kevin Smith is a big influence on that. Without Kevin Smith, I don't feel like we'd be sitting here.
Never, absolutely not. No.
In quite a few ways.
No. because Kevin Smith's what was it called originally? Fat Man on Batman?
Isn't that the new one?
No, it's the new one's Fat Man Beyond.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe it is. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
Fat Man on like the idea, like that's where I got the idea
Yeah.
of like be that because all Kevin Smith, despite what you may hear and the bullshit headlines that comicbook.com might provide you,
And they do post a lot about
they
Kevin
do
Smith.
a lot of clickbaity shit.
It's yeah.
It's a little touchy.
Yeah.
It is a good resource, but it is also they cash in on the clickbait shit
very
too, which is
60-40 to me.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. Cosign.
Yeah.
Yep.
But regardless,
I was the first two podcasts I got into were Joe Rogan and Fat Man on Batman.
Yeah.
And the thing and in Joe Rogan's approach to just being like authentic, and Fat Man on Batman's approach to being kind of like unapologetically love.
Yeah. 100%.
It was the combination of those things that made me want to get into it. It was the unapologetically I love this thing, and the like unbridled approach of talking about it, despite the fact that we never intended on being interviewers. Like we just want to like have conversations with people, like like we would if we were to meet someone at a show or something like that. That's all we've ever wanted. But it was the combination of those things that I was like, if I could be, that was my thought. That was honestly, there's a lot of hubris in that.
Yeah.
But I was like, if I could be like a Kevin Smith, Joe Rogan-y thing of heavy metal, and Jamie Josta is already kind of doing that. And Jamie Josta was another giant influence.
Dude, like him, it's him. It's when D Snyder was doing his podcast. It's
oh my god,
obviously Fat Man on Batman, like anything really is in it. Like if I'm honest, it took me a little bit of time to appreciate Kevin Smith, because initially I was like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't think this is for me type of stuff. But it was also like, it kind of came from just watching a lot of it. It came from
it was a weird thing
just seeing how into what he's talking about. Like
passion.
100%. Yeah. Like it's his viewpoint of like,
that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
It's the passion.
Yeah. Like he, like to be, they're really like you're kind of hard pressed to find somebody that is as like passionate about what he's
what
into,
they love
it's
just what they love. They're not gonna talk shit about things they don't like. They're just gonna talk good about the things that they love. And that's what I wanted for this. That's we're not here we're not here to talk shit about things that we don't. We're just here to talk shit about things we like. That's
which is why you don't really see a whole lot of like negative stuff.
We're never gonna give you a negative.
Because it's like, well, what's the point?
Why? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Like we're not. That's not. No. Like I just want to talk about the things that we love.
Like there have only been a handful of times, and it's mostly just because of like situational stuff that's come up, as far as like things that we've had to talk about, to where like it's like this completely goes against what we're talking about, but or like how we feel, but it's important because of what's going on. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like it's very like
100%.
it's more of a reactional thing than
Yep.
it is about like I just don't like this, I hate this kind of stuff. Like
Yep.
and to me, I feel like that's one of my favorite parts about this is like, you know, we're
allowed to do that.
yeah, like we can say that, like, you know, maybe this wasn't my favorite thing, but I definitely appreciate, you know, this style, or like what's going on, or like I can always draw from what's going on, you know, in this in a positive way, instead of like, oh, I just hate this because of what it is. You know what I mean? Like there's always that kind of side of it. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I don't know. And that's like part of the other thing is like I don't really gravitate towards things that are like showcasing or like shining a light on negativity. Like to me, I feel like if you're gonna talk about something, it needs to be about something that you're super passionate about. Because I've always seen it as like, you know, like what's
the point?
Yeah, like why would I talk about something I don't like versus something that I could talk about for hours that is like,
that you love,
that you would
makes you feel something.
Yeah, you know,
what is the fucking point of talking about something you don't like?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Which is why, like, you know, a lot of like as far as like guest stuff, but I mean, like I love,
and every fucking, for the record, every fucking guest that we've ever had on, God damn it, I actually, even though it's not always normally shit I would gravitate towards, even though it's not normally shit I would show, like, go
you appreciate it. You appreciate it.
I fucking, you know what I mean? Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I fucking I don't just enjoy it, I go back to it.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. It's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like it's not stuff I would normally gravitate towards, but when I fucking get it through their eyes, I'm like, yes, this is it. All right. Brother Aaron just took a bathroom break, so I gotta give it a moment. But that is a very real thing. It's like how I really fucking gravitate towards shit that is, I don't know. There's just certain things that I wouldn't normally gravitate towards that I have through doing this podcast. And honestly, it's not just through doing this podcast, it's also listening to other podcasts and knowing, like, I don't know. It's okay to kind of like things that you should, that there's no such thing anymore. The walls are broken down. You can like whatever you want.
Yeah,
we are
like,
here giving you the permission. Lost in the Dark podcast. Is anybody watching us right now?
I don't know.
Check it for me. But we are here at Lost in the Dark podcast, giving you the permission as the biggest metalheads in the world to like whatever you want. There is no such thing as a guilty pleasure, because that guilty pleasure influences your heavy metal. And so it all winds back to heavy metal. So
yeah, you
have every right, just as we do, to like anything you want.
Yeah.
And never fucking, there's no such thing as guilty pleasures. That's what I said.
Dude, I was like, especially when I was like first getting into like, you know, like heavy music and stuff, it was like, I was all in, like, there was a point in time where I had to defend the fact that I like Slipknot. Like there were actually
fuck
people,
that. Oh my God. There were times I had to defend everything.
Yeah. And like, you know, you like be fucking proud of that, man. Like be
Yeah.
like, you know, you
Stand up.
because it's counterculture, dude. Like it's, you know, it's
We are Vikings.
yeah, like you might have tapped into something that everybody else is and you know everybody else hasn't really necessarily gotten into yet. And also like, you know, there's no shame. Like I don't understand why there's so much shame in the fact that like, you know, you like a certain band or you I mean, well, I get it, but I also don't because it's like at the same, you know, at the end of the day you like what you like, but
You get it in the sense that you've gone through it, but you don't get it in the sense that why it exists now.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Because that's my thought. I was like, we were like, when we went through this, we were kids. Like, why does this even still exist now?
Yeah.
Like we should be past this.
Yeah. Like you want, and that's, I feel like a lot of what we do is like, and the thing that I feel like we talk about quite often, honestly, is that, and something that I really appreciate is that like we talk about stuff that we are unapologetically into. Like we are, you know, I feel like for the most part, any kind of aggressive music, any kind of like, you know, counterculture stuff, like we're fucking into. So I feel like, you know, any of that kind of stuff, like we are unapologetic about. And I feel like, you know, if you are that way about something that somebody doesn't necessarily get into, or something that is like, you know, for one, give it time, because anything that you are into that like nobody else sees is like, could be either one, like you are like tapping into something that nobody else sees right now, or you are into something that is like so far beyond what's going on. Sex now joined. Hey, hell yeah. But yeah, I guess you could probably comment on this, like, you know, like just like what you like, you know, that's the entire basis of this podcast, you know, like what you fucking like the things that you're into, like, you know, and be completely unapologetic about it, unbiased, like, you know, it's all about supporting it, it's all about supporting what you love, you know. And ooh, he said God, you guys look good. I hope so. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, just fucking like what you like, and everything else will follow through, you know. I guess that's what I got, you know, what I got to say.
That's the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like that's the end of the day is fucking.
I feel like I feel like I look good. I don't know.
Of course you do. You always look good.
Shucks.
But just my
you got
thing
to.
is
You got
always,
to.
like,
You got to show up for yourself, you know. Sorry, go on.
At the end of the day, it's the shit that we love that reigns true.
100%.
That's all it is. Like it's you know, we don't fuck around. Like metalheads. That's the thing about metalheads, is that like it
don't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And stop being fickle. Like stop being fickle to different fucking subgenres. Fuck it. It's all metal, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Fuck it. It's all fucking metal, whether you like it or not. And it's all part of it. And it just makes the family bigger.
Yeah.
And that is what's important.
Oh, yeah.
Like at the end of the day. So
well,
that's what it means to me personally.
We've been doing this for 4 years. We talked to fucking a handful of bands, 2 handfuls really. I don't know, man. Like, how you been feeling? How you like? Where do you see this going? Like, but also like, you know, what is something that like, because I don't know if we've ever talked about it. Like, where is somewhere that you see this going? But also like, what is something that you're proud of this?
Okay, 2 very good questions. I will answer them separately.
Yeah.
Where do I see this going? First, um
Like straight up anything and everything. Like whatever you got.
I had this going nowhere near where it's already got. Straight up.
Like when we oh shit.
What fell?
Looks like you're drinking horn. Possibly.
You're right. Go on.
So like when we started this, or like when we reached our stride, I guess, like was there a point where you were like, you know, I definitely see this going that way, or was it a matter of like, if only this would happen, you know what I mean? Or like, or was it the type of thing where you were like, you know what I mean? Like if this and this would happen, then it would be perfect.
Nope.
No?
None of anything of what you said. When I started this, I was like, no one will ever hear this. And it's literally just a recorded conversation with my best friends. That was literally, dude, I cannot be more serious. That is literally what it was at the very beginning, where like there is nothing. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm just somehow finding a way to record conversations with my best friends that I've had when I would go on doobie cruises with Jordan or Preston or whoever, when we go on dogman hunts where we'd just drive around on back roads and smoke joints, and we'd have these weird, crazy, fucking philosophical conversations.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because that was really kind of where this idea started from. Is like, I mean, I know we touched on it before, but it was very much like, you know, things that, because I definitely remember vivid conversations of things that we talk about after shows, like things that like.
Those are the conversations I was trying to capture. It's conversations after shows.
Yeah.
Like those conversations on the drive home, because we have this unique experience of going to like these amazing heavy metal concerts and having to drive an hour home, and inevitably we'll end up having these fucking wild ass conversations.
Yeah.
And this is what I was trying to capture in this podcast in the very beginning. But then I learned that it could be something more. But ultimately, I never intended on anyone to hear this. I never intended on anyone to, like, nothing more than me creating a little fucking, what is it called? A little fucking,
what, like community?
Not community, no, like a little fucking like what's like the first chapter called in a book? Like a fucking index index.
Yeah.
Like basically an index. Like I never meant it to be anything more than that. Like it was always meant to just be something with you, me, Preston, Josh, and Jordan. And that was it. Like I never meant it to be anything more. And for you, like I know, no, let me rephrase that. Oh no. You, me, Josh, Preston. No. Yeah, no, that's legit. No, that I don't have to rephrase that. That works.
Grace said, "In the fucking crypt, let's go," with multiple exclamation points.
Goose! The goose is on the loose. I love you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
man. Like I just, you know, like
I never meant it to be anything more than like me and my friends just talking and it, for the kind of thing, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I never intended anyone to see this. I never I always just thought it would be the kind of thing. And look,
I know.
I've been single for like 7 years now. I have no one other than you guys. And I have no way to, but I've been single for that long, and I just always intended on this to be the kind of thing to where we could all live on together forever. And
Yeah.
it's just that kind of a thing.
Yeah. Like I always, when we first started talking to bands and stuff, was kind of the moment where I was like, everything, because like to me, I'd always wanted to find a way to give anybody that was on the show, anybody that has like been a part of it, like some kind of voice, you know what I mean? Like some kind of spotlight to show,
Yep.
Kind of what they're doing and stuff.
Yeah, be a
And-
platform for them.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I never really knew how to do it, and it wasn't really until we started talking to, like bands like Suffocating Lie and I suppose like Convalescence really kind of started to,
Yep.
kick it off to me. It wasn't really until those kind of bands that I was like, holy shit, like we could actually do this, you know what I mean? So that
We
was,
can be a place.
yeah.
We can be a platform.
So I always, as much as I love the fact that we've, the first like a year and a half, 2 years were just us just hanging out, just having these conversations and stuff. Like admittedly, I kind of I don't know if like take it for granted is the right term, but I sort of like, kind of like don't really think about it in the sense of like, that it's its own thing. Like, because I feel like when we like realistically, when we took the stride to go on video, right?
That was a big step.
Yeah,
No,
because
and you definitely didn't. No. I would never, ever, ever have described you as taking it for granted.
yeah,
Ever,
I just like,
ever.
to me, I always, because like when I know I've talked about this before, but like, when I was growing up, when I was like super into, the heavy stuff, as I am now, and I'm still trying to figure out a way to make this happen. But like just like when you're so into something, when you love something so unconditionally, and it's like you want to give so much time to that, and like you want to give the people that are on a platform to, or like whoever the band is, whoever like the artist is, to, like you want to get like so much so to give them a platform to show what they're capable of and stuff, and what they're good at, and like, just what they love, like that's, to me, that's like, I almost kind of, it's like vicarious, like it's the type of thing where like they're talking about something so specific that like either like myself or about so much so that like we can kind of understand it, and like I love the fact that we are able to just give that time and place to people that are like far more than well deserving of the time and of what they're capable of, and to kind of like to really kind of showcase what they're able to do, and like what they're interested in and stuff, is so like, to me, it kind of changed my perspective on things, as far as like who, or just like not so much who we can have on, but like why, like, because there's been quite a few that we've had on.
There
Where
it goes.
like,
Hang on.
yeah.
Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but my phone just died.
Oh, word. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sorry for all of you that were on the fucking
Yeah.
Instagram live.
Word. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like, just to give that kind of importance, I suppose, to, because like there are so many bigger bands that get so much credit and so much, like, there's like the household names and stuff, and then there are the kind of lower bands that like, or just like lower artists, lower like people, I suppose, I don't know, but like to view it that way and to present it that way as far as like lower, like underneath something is so disingenuous. Yeah.
It's not lower.
Yeah.
It's just starting.
Yeah. And I feel like in a lot of ways, man, like we've really kind of like paved the way for bands and for artists and for, like for people that have, just wanted that platform of like push this out further, you know what I mean? And to have that is so specific and is so like genuine to me, yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know what else to say other than like, for anybody that's reached out to us, that's been like on a smaller platform to any of us, to anybody that, as far as like, like the I mean, shit, like, Keith, I mean, you've talked about before, like, the legend stuff, like any band that's been on there that's been small, like we sincerely appreciate the fact that you took the time to be a part of this and to be, because we are just as into it as you are, and we only want to see, either artists in this area or just, artists of the same kin be successful, like we, and that's what I love about a lot of the bands that we talk to and a lot of like the artists that we talk to is like they're at such a ground level, and I feel like we are still at the same ground level to where like we can kind of grow it together, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's been awesome. And I feel like that's something that we've done super strongly.
For the first time ever, this is the time where bands from different parts of the world can grow together. Like has that ever happened before?
I don't know. Not that I can think of.
I don't think so, but it feels like this is the first time where bands, whether it be from different parts of the upper 48 or different parts of the world in general,
yeah,
there could be so much potential there.
Yeah.
Especially considering there's no such thing as, I'm sorry, like I kind of consider the heavy metal family tree as much as I appreciate that it existed at one point in time. I feel like it's outdated.
True. Yeah.
At this point.
I think so too.
And bands like you, Bogwraith, and Recorruptor, and all these other bands, not even from Michigan, like other bands too, like whether or not the family tree still holds true, whether or not, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but even if it doesn't, these bands,
it's important, man. Like
still like
are,
exactly.
It's all about the growth of it, like it's all about
growth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Because we like, I mean, just like, I know between the two of us, we both have like our bucket list, people that we could talk to, and or like, bands that we could talk to of like, like ones that it's like, oh, if we could get them on, or if like that would be like the shit, like that would be like tops, I really feel like in a lot of ways giving the shade or the not I don't know if the shade is the right term, but like giving the spotlight, I suppose, to these other bands or just to artists that are like close to what we're into, or just like close to the things that are so specific to what got us into the genre. Like the time of day is crucial, because what if somebody hears them and then like stumbles across something that like we, you know, like maybe we talked to them in an episode type of thing, you know. I don't know, like it's always something I'm into, and like I'm so glad that like that we've had the opportunity to talk to so many, you know, just a variety of just different sounds, like, you know, I mean, shouts out to Keith, I suppose, but you know, I mean,
Legend Recording Agency.
Yeah, but it, you know, in that same sense, you know, like I just, you know, I mean, like Scream at the Sky is completely different from like Interpreter, I suppose. You know, bands like that, like Bound by Ears, yeah.
Or
War is different than Living Dead Girl. Living Dead Girl is different from A Suffocating
That's
Lie.
why Legend Recording Agency is brilliant.
Yeah, like A
Suffocating Lie is not on that agency.
Yeah, they should be, but they're
Right.
So I don't know. Like I
they're
guess
from the other side of the country though. So but so is Bound by Ears.
Yeah.
So it's like
the point I'm trying to make is that in the 4 years that we've been doing this, and in the time that it's been that we've been like talking to bands or just, you know, trying to keep this idea going, is like it's always super inspiring to me, the fact that, like, you know, anybody that we talk to, or just like any of the like the solo stuff that we've done, any of the stuff that's just been like you and I, is like it's always in an attempt to, like, you know, like survey and like push things forward, you know, like it's always been an attempt to like help, you know, it's always been an attempt to like show appreciation for it. And that is what I really hope that we can continue with, as far as, you know, the next however long it is like, you know, I want so much to give the spotlight to other artists and to other musicians that truly love what they're doing, and to kind of like, you know, give grace to that, but also you know, just to kind of showcase things that we love, because I know that we are pretty adamant about the fact that we don't talk about things that we dislike on this show. Like I know that we have touched on a few things like here and there that we don't like. I know that we've touched on a few things that like kind of bother us, but for the most part, it's always been about like just, you know, what we love about the genre, what we love about music, what we love about metal, you know, and as long as we keep going on with that, I feel like we are, you know, the sky's the fucking limit. So I'm, you know, as much as I am thankful for the last 4 years of this, I feel like we have only just kind of started, you know, and I feel like there are bands and there are artists that we haven't talked to yet that are so up our alley that it's, you know, it's only a matter of time before we hit something. It's only a matter of time before we, you know, whether that's Convalescence, because I feel like Convalescence are heavily slept on even still, for as great as they are, great as they are, man. Like, shouts out every last fucking one of you guys. Like, you know, Convalescence is the fucking shit. Like, if you haven't heard them, check them out. You know, it's like them. But
in terms we haven't touched on it, in terms of bands we haven't touched on yet, not touched on, but haven't had on yet.
Yeah,
there are some that I know that you would flip.
Yeah,
like if we had fucking Spirit, any member of Spirit Box.
Oh God, dude, I don't even know if I know what to do myself. Like, yeah,
very much like I wouldn't know what to do if I had Convalescence.
So who is, like, I guess, I mean, I don't know, like how far into this you think? Like, do you want to like try to wrap this up? Do you want to like,
how do you know how long we've been going?
I have no idea, but I know what
is. What time is it?
I know it is about 11:30.
So we've been probably going for a while.
Yeah, but also, like, who is your like holy grail? Because I know we've talked about this before, but like, who is like Ozzy? Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, there's no one.
Yeah.
I mean, Holy Grail, Ozzy, or
like, give me
top three.
Yeah, top 3
Um,
or top 5,
Oh shit.
whichever you
All
feel.
right. God damn it. Some of them are dead.
Oh, well,
Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, goddamn.
I mean, Ozzy would be number 1. Corey would be number 2.
Corey Taylor.
Yes.
Yeah, fair.
Shit, the ones that aren't dead.
Corpse Grinder, Jack Black,
Sure.
Dave Grohl.
No, yeah. Like he'd honestly, he'd probably be a better podcast guest than any of them.
I would absolutely love to interview Dave Grohl or have Dave Grohl on the podcast. I think
would
that
I-
would be
hang on.
so fucking fun.
Let me think about this for a second.
I have hiccups too. Full disclosure. So
podcast guest. Okay, so off the rip, Ozzy, Dave Grohl.
like to me it's Ozzy, Dave Grohl, Corey Taylor, RIP Joey Jordison. It is and then five would be, well, no, let me backtrack real quick.
I was gonna say we're allowed to do ones that are dead.
Dave Grohl, Corey Taylor, Jack Black. Oh God, I was just thinking of them. I was just, like, sorry,
Joey.
literally, no.
All right.
God damn it, I was just thinking, like, literally, I just had him in my head. Oh my God, why can't I think of them? Ozzy, Dave Grohl, Corey.
So Ozzy is both of our first. Let's just lay that down for the record.
Dude, I mean, fuck, it has to be,
Can
right?
you deny it?
Yeah.
No,
Is there anybody else?
there's nobody else.
Ozzy, Dave Grohl, Corey Taylor, D. Snyder, and
Oh fuck!
and did we say Jack Black already?
No, not in your list. No.
Ozzy, Dave Grohl, Joey, or no, sorry, Ozzy, Dave Grohl, Corey,
Jack Black.
Jack Black, and God damn, there's one more. I suppose decent. Well, no, we said
No, you already said it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I just had him, dude.
Trying to think of who it could be. You already named.
like
do they have to be
Phil-
alive?
Phil Anselmo would be cool. Yes.
Okay, they have to be alive.
yeah.
All right.
Because otherwise it would we get fucking go on forever.
Literally.
Lizzie Hill would be cool. That's not who I'm thinking of though.
But Lizzie Hill is, I mean, the best.
Yeah. The fucking queen of
She
like,
is the queen.
modern hard rock.
She
modern
is
rock.
She is our queen.
Yeah.
Like there's no qualms about that. We defend her like Vikings.
Yeah. God damn. Who the fuck was it? I can't think of it. Bruce Dickinson. Maybe sorry. Maybe
No.
Corpse Grinder. Corpse Grinder, definitely, for sure. Like he's as far as like influential, which I guess in that same breath you could say Trevor, who is definitely on my list from Black Dahlia Murder. Trevor. one of the more obtainable ones, I suppose. But God, who is the fourth? You're like, yeah, who is the fifth? Randy, maybe Randy Bly. Randy, either Randy or
like,
Josta. Josta is like no
Mm,
brainer. Yeah.
If we're talking metal, I'd say Randy.
Yeah.
Or if we're talking that, I'd say Randy.
So Jack Black, Corey Taylor, Randy, Josta, Lizzie.
That's 5.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, we have a tremendous amount of heavy metal singers
for
whatever fucking genre you're into.
for the hill that we've climbed at this point.
Yeah.
At this point,
Yeah.
there's still
Yeah.
further that we want to go.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Not so much like initial, but somebody that I feel like I would love to talk to is Vincent from Acacia Strain. I feel like he would have some really cool.
I'd love to talk to Will from Lorna Shore.
Yeah, dude. Johnny Crowder from Dark Sermon Prison fame.
Yes.
God, like there's, I mean, if we're doing that, like it's
We
endless.
can't.
Yeah,
We
like,
can't
there's-
fucking.
Dude, like, and if any of you guys, but also if just anybody in general has heard this, has listened to this, and like we've dropped your name, we've like said something about it, like, I'm sorry, I got hiccups.
He's
Fuck
got
it,
hiccups. It's
whatever.
fine.
Hey, it's
Fuck off.
because of this. Hey, yeah, don't judge me.
Fuck off.
Yeah, man. Like if
I've
you're
had him before on the show.
if you're interested in being on the show, let us know. Like 100%. But also, like, we have our like Grail guests, so it's definitely out there. So I don't know. Like, yeah. You wanna wrap this up? You trying to wrap this up? You thinking? I guess you haven't necessarily answered this question yet, but
Oh yes, I have. In this conversation, I definitely have. Grail guests. Oh yeah. Yeah, no. I've
let's say
besides, I haven't mentioned Jasta.
who's our like joint Grail guest, like LITD
Jasta?
guest. Josta.
I feel
Okay.
like it'd be Jasta.
Okay, Josta, Corey Taylor,
And Corpse Grinder.
Corpse Grinder,
And Randy.
Randy, and
In
Trevor.
terms of people that are and Trevor. Oh my god.
That's our 5. That's our 5.
And yeah, like
let it be known. Let it be fucking known.
had they been alive, it would have also been Joey and Alexi. For the record,
dude.
like that. Let's just let that be.
Yeah.
For the record,
Oh my god.
like there's no going back on that. They would be some of.
If I could talk to in
You have no idea.
a lot of ways, I'm sure that
We have no idea of each other.
yeah.
We have that. I should not have said that. It's not that we have. It's not that you have no idea. It's that we have no idea of each other.
Yeah.
To be able to talk to Joey, to be able to talk to Alexi, would to be able to talk to them in this format would be.
There are quite literally no words.
It's totally possible the podcast just ends after that. Like there's no
Yeah.
higher mountain we can climb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when in terms of shit that we actually care, I don't ever want to be there. Like there.
Can I ask you a question? What is the number one question that you would ask Alexi if you had the chance to, or just the number one thing that you would say?
Okay, well, number one question what does because that's two different things. But number one question would be, honestly, number one question would be, what's your favorite album cover of all the Children of Bodom album covers?
Yeah.
Yep. That be what was the second thing you said though? Number one question and number one what?
Well, I think it was just if you could ask anybody anything, what would it be? And also, like, what would, like, I don't know, like favorite album, maybe, like favorite thing that they ever had.
Well,
like
every band is gonna say the most recent is their favorite, but so okay.
I don't know.
If I had to ask him two questions, I would ask him his favorite album cover, and
like, to me,
probably his favorite
yeah,
that he ever wrote at that point.
yeah. Because to me, what it would be is
because there's a very specific. We met him. Well, the first time I met him was on the Halo Blood tour, and that was at Mayhem Festival. So I met him on Halo Blood. So it's up to that point at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's only like, for a musician to ask what their favorite riff there, you can speak this from experience. Was the first album that Bob Graith wrote your favorite riffs on drums? Probably not. Probably your favorite of the more recent ones. Odds are, right? Like that feels like what it is for most of the time. Is like the more recent shit is what the band members like the most. Sometimes not, but typically.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say that, like, excuse me. Oh shit. Getting that point in the night. In terms of like song style, I would say probably like Omen or like Meyer, and I would say either call or treason, probably.
Off Meyer?
Well, the call is off Meyer. Treason is off of Omen. I would say either probably Incantation or Treason.
I was
off
just,
Meyer.
Fair enough.
But yeah, like
my point.
Yeah. To your point, you know, I feel like I would want to know that question. Like I feel like I would want to know, you know, because like how often do you get the chance to ask somebody that was in the band what their opinion was on something that they wrote? You know what I mean?
It's extraordinarily rare.
Yeah.
And even I can speak from experience, even when you are face to face with them across the table, you're not gonna ask what you actually want to ask. Like you're just so. I mean, for me, when I was across the table from Alexi, I was just so starstruck that I was just like, I love you so much, man. And
yeah,
like you mean the world to me. Keep doing what you're doing. And that was all I could say. You know, like I had all these questions in my head, but when I finally got there, that was all I could say.
Yeah,
because it was it's just so amazing.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like fucking 4 years, man. Like we've been doing this
We've been doing this a long time.
I don't know.
Oh no, I know. We left off at the guests when we first
Yeah.
went to video and had real guests.
Yeah.
And those people are just we again, once again, and I already said this earlier, we literally have less than 250 subscribers on this channel on YouTube. And that's our only fucking resource. And we have gotten bands that are so much bigger than us. And the idea that any of them would ever want to be on our show is fucking insane. It doesn't make any sense to us. All this episode is an episode of gratitude. And that's what it is. God damn it. Woo. Yeah. We've been drinking. That's all this episode is at the end of the day. Is an episode of fucking gratitude for all of you. And I'm pouring up one right now. Cheers to all of you. It's hard for me to know what to say.
So I have. Oh shit.
I was pouring up one. Cheers for them.
I will cheers with that.
Cheers to all of you.
Well, and with that, I will kind of segue because I feel like there's a few things that, because like we talk to bands, we talk to artists, we talk to people like that are pretty significant as far as like, you know, the writing process or like the art style of what they're into, but we don't really ever, well, it's rare that we ever get into like the personal side of things. So I wanted to ask a couple of questions as far as like, you know, just like things that could like lead us into different conversations, or things that could like kind of make more sense of what we're talking to, or rather who we're talking to. Jesus Christ. I apologize. I know, like hiccups, all that shit.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it.
Yeah. But in any case, so I guess we'll get back to this. What is your holy grail piece of gear, or not necessarily gear, or like album? Like what is an album that like if you found it specific that like you'd be set?
In terms of CD or vinyl?
Either or. To me, it is, and something I'm searching for currently. If you're hearing this, hey, help me out.
In terms of vinyl,
vinyl wise, it is either a clear copy of Volume 3 by Slipknot, or it is Iowa. Any vinyl version of Iowa to me would be fucking, or like realistically, the West German Clown from the first Iowa, or from the first like self-titled Slipknot record. Like I'm definitely in search of that. Like anything that you're like actively in search of, or just something that like is like a holy grail thing that you like, you don't feel like you'll ever be able to attain. God, man.
No. Stop it. Don't worry. I've done a lot of podcasts like this. Don't worry.
Shit.
No, there was
sorry.
One, I mean, there was this one thing once. Fuck. That I actually had in my hands, where it was. So when radio station. Excuse me. I yawned. Sorry. Excuse me.
Going a little long into this one.
We are, but
this will probably be the last.
We'll probably cut all that. I'll cut a lot of this out. But there was this one thing at one point in time where I dated a girl that worked for the Impact, which is Michigan State University's
89.9
FM. She was one of the DJs at one point in time, and she brought me into the record studio. Into like I literally was sitting there while she was doing the radio broadcast more than once. And I'm not gonna lie, and I'm sorry for any of you that are seeing this right now, but she was she was one of the best to me. My God, like
fair play.
And at one point in time, because when I was dating her, I was still driving a car, dating myself with a CD player, a physical thing where you could put CDs in. And one time, she was personal friend because 88.9 The Impact at one point, at that point in time, had like on Friday, I can't remember, on Friday or Saturday night or something like that. Maybe it was Thursday night. I don't know. But they had a metal show where they played like really hard metal shit, like legit. Like one time I called in and I was like, "Can you guys play some Hatebreed?" And they were like, "That's not metal enough." Like, so they played hard fucking shit. You know what I mean? Like they played Dahlia, Cannibal. Like they played the you know,
all of it.
Yeah. They played the good shit. Played the good shit. But there were times where they couldn't work. So she covered it. My girlfriend at the time covered the metal station. And she actually showed me one time the raw copy that the radio stations got of Are You Dead Yet by Children of Bodom.
Oh yeah.
And she gave it to me for a minute. She let me keep it for a minute, and then I gave it back to her. And you know what? Like, no matter, like, she was Emily, if you're seeing this, I will always respect you for that. Like, it's just a matter of respect.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, whether or not whatever happened between us, like, it's just, she did that. That happened. And I will never forget that. So.
Oh, yeah.
She showed me like a real legit, like radio. And she brought, like, I was literally sitting in the room, in the full-on radio station recording room while she did her thing. And she was fantastic. And just as good as you and I are now on this podcast. You know what I mean? She was just fantastic.
Yeah.
And she was great. So,
well, shout out.
I'll never. She's always in my memory, and she will never. I'm certain she will never see this, but it's a thing for me. Like it's kind of one of the first times I ever saw equipment like this. You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of the first times I ever saw anything like this. So it was important to me in some ways, and she's important to me in some ways. And just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what else to say, but like
Yeah.
we're talking about influences. We're talking about this is a look back episode, so
Yeah.
it's just that's just. the
Well,
way
I
it
know,
is for me.
I know that's where you started, and I know that like
I didn't even. I literally when I first went to LCC, which is code for Lansing Community College.
yeah, I'm a graduate of that as well. You know.
Exactly. And
Oh, yeah.
my first intention was to go to broadcasting and communication.
Yeah.
And that was my whole thing.
So let me ask you this then. What is your favorite album purchase that you've ever had?
Hands down. You already know it. You already know it.
Ratchet Spawn.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Hands down. Hands down. I got that a lot because you already know why. Like I don't even have to explain it to you. Like I've explained it on this show like so many times. Like it freaked the guy that rung me up. The guy behind the desk.
You know
what I mean?
Can I honestly say that I have never had an experience like that?
Really?
Yeah. And it's only because like beyond that, like I don't know how I could like bring anything out outside of like some like super underground shit. Like I don't know how I could like evoke that kind of emotion in somebody.
You can though. See, that's the thing. That's the thing is that you still.
And I know that there are bands and there are artists that are still trying to continue that kind of style. And I know, you know, as far
call FYE. Okay, so everybody knows FYE, right?
like the closest I have to it is calling up a local record shop and asking them if they have Flesh God Apocalypse.
Call FYE and ask if they have Death Atlas.
Yeah, by cattle decapitation.
By cattle decapitation. Dude, what was? Come on, I told you about this. What was the last one?
Oh shit! Yeah,
I know I told you about this. It might have been blacked out, but the point is that there's no. We always have that. Like we can,
yeah.
Like as long as there is a. I mean, come on. Let's be real. As long as there's basically a McDonald's version, as long as there's an FYE, we always have the ability to call them and be like, do you have a copy of wait, what's stop. What's the most recent Dahlia? The red one?
Verminous?
No, the red one.
Oh no.
No, Verminous is the most recent. Yep. Yeah. Hi. I'm just wondering if you have a CD in the store. Oh yeah, what CD is it?
The Black Dahlia Murder.
It's called the Black Dahlia Murder. The album is called The Verminous. Do you have that in store right now?
I remember
that is a conversation I have had 1,000 times.
Yeah. I remember I definitely remember calling up to some kind of record store and asking if they had Labyrinth from the band Flesh God Apocalypse.
Oh my god.
Like that.
You asked someone if that
was one,
yeah. Apocalypse
or
in stock.
Or if I could like order it, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Dude. Which I did, and that definitely happened.
You are a legend. You have. That's my point.
But yeah, exactly. Like with there, and that is why we are into what we're into, is is that, like, the extreme side, the extreme side of things, rather, that pushes everything forward.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
Like-
and we love what we love, like, pretty unapologetically. And
There's
and
no apologies.
yeah.
My phone is dead right now.
Yeah. I
I
don't
don't
know.
even know where it is.
You wanna wrap this up? I feel like we're going on too long.
We should probably wrap it up.
Regardless, we fucking love you
I'm
guys.
drunk.
Like, yeah, dude, I'm pretty far gone. We love you. Anybody that's like joined in on this, anybody that's like posted comments, anybody that's been a part of this in the last four fucking years, goddamn, we love you.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Just give it to him.
Yeah, man. Like, I personally, I definitely, it does not go unappreciated, the fact that we have had bands and people on that like, really want to be on this podcast and really want to, like, that actually understand what we're going for. And I don't know. I guess, like, I only hope that continues, and that we can continue that kind of legacy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I fucking love you guys. I think that like, extreme music and heavy music and just anything that we're into, anything that we like continue to push and inspire, I sincerely believe that it will never die. And if you are somebody that just kind of needs that push, needs that platform, like, we are always open. And like, I guess kind of the opposite of that, anybody that's been on before that we've ever talked to, like, you mention all the time, it's a fucking open door policy. Like, we fucking
Always.
we love talking to people that have always been on before, because that's like extra added stuff that we can, like, compounds off of. I don't know.
We want all of you on.
Yeah, like, it is always appreciated. And after about 4, goddamn,
We just graduated high school, bro.
4 years of doing this,
We have
man.
officially graduated.
Like, it is a
And we've been
whirlwind.
going to concerts together for over 10 years now.
I mean,
Not only that, but I've been attending your concerts
yeah,
for
Yeah,
over
man.
10 years now.
that kind of speaks for itself, so if you or anybody that are watching, either new or like recent guests on the show, or just like anybody that has been on before, we would be more than happy to have you guys on again, like, just to kind of talk about what you're doing, because, like, we fucking love that shit, like, it's all about you guys. We want to try to give you guys a platform for just to kind of push things forward, to, like, promotion, as far as any of that stuff goes. But also just because we, like, I mean, I feel like I speak for both of us when I say that we are so into this kind of stuff. Like, we are so into the extreme side of things. We are so into the extreme side of music. We love metal so much. I mean, we praise our, like, anybody that's passed, that continues to live on through this podcast. I fucking love, like, it just, I mean, it's anybody that feels like they have some kind of voice. Like, we love to have you guys on.
Y'all have no idea.
Yeah.
Like,
But also, like, I mean, like, outside of the fact that we've had guests on, we've had people on, like, I don't know. I love the fact that we're able to show our appreciation for just really what we love, like, just heavy music, metal, like, horror movies, like, metal stuff, any kind of stuff. Like, I just, it's
some in some weird fucking way, we've ended up being able to be a spot for things like that to exist.
yeah,
Everything And
Dude,
that's what it is.
when I-
And that's what it is. We started this thing as just being a platform for things that we love.
Yeah.
And now things that we love come to us.
Yeah.
And I don't
When I say that I struggle with the words and with the appreciation, you know, with like everybody that we've had on, and also just the overall love for you know,
I don't
it's
hard for
genuine.
me to understand. Oh,
Yeah, like it's
so
and
genuine, dude.
I really hope that we can, you know, that we convey that kind of, you know, because it is very hard to put into words the fact that, like, you know, we kind of started this at the ground level, you know, like we
Oh my god.
I mean, just the
No one. We had
yeah.
no one. We had no information.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it, but there's like looking back, there was nothing. We didn't even have 2 microphones.
Yeah.
Like put it. Are you watching this right now? If you're watching this right now, know that when we started, if you go back to episode 1,
it was a microphone.
One microphone.
It was a microphone like this, and
it was a Yeti.
We were sitting
microphone.
side by side.
Yep. Go all the way back to the first post we ever made on Instagram.
Yeah.
And you will see our initial studio. All right. There's actually like 3 posts of that where it was a studio here in Lansing and the studio out in Flint, because we also started this with my brother, my actual blood cousin, Preston, and who does most of the thumbnails and stuff like that, at least up until recently. And yeah, like this is.
Well,
it's hard for me to believe. It's crazy for me to believe that I've even had you as a co-host for this long, dude. Like it's like I don't even fucking get it. Like the idea that you've
what?
Yeah.
Kind of fucked right now.
No. We're good. I don't know how this works. Like, oh.
Well, that's
no, I don't want to share.
what happens if you close it out.
I don't have a fucking. Oh shit, that's live. All right.
Yeah.
So we had some technical difficulties at the end of that episode. And we are recording this ending like a month fucking later. Like this.
It's been a while.
This shit has been crazy this last month. All right. Shit has been crazy this last month. And we don't know, like this is the only way we thought to do it. So we're just putting a cap on the end of the 4-year anniversary special here right now. I mean, this was that was a wild one. We did like Instagram live.
Yeah,
we haven't rewatched it yet. We haven't even rewatched it yet. It's been a month, and it's almost a month to the day. A month to the day of when we posted our first episode.
Wow.
As of today, it's April 4th as of recording this right now. It's just fucking wild. It's wild.
Definitely didn't see it going this long. But,
yeah,
you know,
no. We definitely had a wild episode on this one. we're just kind of like we know it didn't have an ending, so we're just kind of trying to provide an ending right now. This is the art of the podcast, my friend. This is
I apologize for the hiccups I had towards the end of it. They're quite literal. I don't know why that happened.
because you were drunk.
But it's well, yeah, but I mean, I've been it's been way more on past episodes. I don't know what that was about. I don't know if it was just a
That's
mix
true.
or whatever, but
That's true. They just hit you at weird
just,
times.
you know,
it's just a
yeah.
weird thing. Yeah. Like you've been way more drunk and now you're way less drunk and like, why do I have hiccups
What?
right now? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's happened to me plenty of times.
just forget to breathe. I don't know. I guess.
But yeah, this is gonna do it, everyone. We're recording this like a month later. This is gonna do it for the 4-year anniversary special. We hope you all enjoyed. Of course, there's an intro and an outro, so you'll hear the outro after. But
Yeah.
thank you all so much.
If you joined on the live, thank you. That was fun. That was a good first time.
And we
Yeah,
hope, yeah, I
hoping to
want to
do
do
it
that
again.
more.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a really good time. And so we hope you all enjoyed this episode as much as we did making it. And 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years. We are officially graduating high school and now we're going into college. And we're gonna see we're gonna see what degree we land on. It's gonna be interesting, but we're not gonna stop anytime soon. Matter of fact, this episode coming out marks the first of a handful of episodes that will be released over the next couple of weeks. And
it's kind of exciting because you're like when you graduate, right? You're like senior, you're like, fuck yeah, like I know everything, like I got this or whatever, and then you start college and you're like,
psych.
shit, I didn't know anything.
Yep.
So that's gonna be, hey, I mean that may or may not happen, but I mean, I don't know. I see it. I don't know. Like we've I guess I'll say this, like over the 4 years we've been doing this, like, we've definitely made a lot of strides and done a lot of things that I definitely didn't see us doing or even being a possibility. So it's definitely is a pretty welcome opening for doing more of it. So
I never thought anyone would ever listen to this.
Nope.
From the start, like
Yeah.
from episode 1, I never thought anyone would ever listen to this, and now we have people listening to us. So it's like we owe it to them. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. I started this as literally like no one would ever hear this, and now we're talking to some amazing fucking people, and from the bottom of my heart, everyone that's ever been on the show, everyone that's ever supported it in any way, you guys mean the fucking world to us. You have no idea. We see every single one of you. All right. You have no idea what you guys mean to us. If you ever fucking comment or interact with us in any way, message us. Feel free to message us whenever you want. Like, seriously, we are very accessible. We're normal dudes. We are not famous.
Yeah.
Like, we are fucking just like your standard metalheads from mid-Michigan. And we'd love to talk to any of you, and we cannot thank any of you enough for ever supporting the show or being on the show in any way, shape, or form. So thank you all so much. Hats off. You know what?
Hey.
Shots up to 4 years. Here we go, motherfuckers. We gotta take a 4-year shot. It's time. It's a fucking anniversary. And
Celebration, bitches.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know.
And we're drinking whiskey tonight. We're drinking Black Label whiskey tonight. Black Velvet whiskey tonight. Because whiskey is what Michigan people drink. So
Can't argue that. Fuck.
Cheers to you.
Hey,
cheers to all of you. Raise your fucking horns and bang your goddamn heads. Cheers. Yeah. We love you all to death. Good night. kind of don't even feel like I need to do an outro for this one, really, because that's kind of what you all just saw, because we had to do like a makeshift outro afterwards. But regardless, here we are, and it's been 4 years, and anyone seeing this right now means that you've taken this ride with us. And from the bottom of my heart, I can never, ever, ever thank any of you enough. You all mean the world to me. This podcast is everything to me. It has become such an important part of my life that I never expected. And yeah, it's crazy to me that we've been doing it for this long, and we've gotten to meet so many amazing people. So for anyone that's ever listened, for anyone that's ever been on, for anyone that's ever collaborated, to all of you, from the bottom of my heart, I love you to death. And I hope you keep taking the ride with us, because it's not going to end anytime soon. Matter of fact, we're going to kick things up here real soon. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. You mean the fucking world to me. You have no idea. And I hope to see all of you at a show sometime soon. And as always, Crip Crew, my friends, raise your fucking horns and bang your goddamn heads. We love you all to death. Good night.